third base side. Vinny Pasquantino at the plate. First pitch fastball in the black away. Very distinctive stance for Pasquantino. Spreads out in that left-handed batter's box. Open stance. Extends the hands away from the left shoulder. Hands below the shoulders. He cocks the bat over. Change up in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Starts with the bat high. Brings the hands down. And then gets ready to launch. And he's been doing that a lot lately. Homered earlier in this game, the 1-1. Swinging a line drive to right field. That's all he's doing now is hitting line drives to right. Either over the fence or one hop to the fence or a line drive single in this case to Jahmai Jones.
And interesting that Jack broke out the changeup, first changeup that he's thrown. I don't remember him throwing one against the Astros and threw one to Pasquantino, just thinking, yeah, that's all he's doing. And I don't know how to get him out, so I'm going to try something else here.
Garcia likes to swing the bat, singled on the first pitch last at bat, ground ball to third base, backhanded by McKinstry, down to second, and ball came out of the glove of Baez. But second base umpire Willie Traynor says he caught it while on the bag. So McKinstry threw down, Baez caught it on the bag for the out, and then went after Pasquantino, almost like double checking to make sure that he had his foot on the base. And now I think the Royals are going to challenge. The ball came out after that. I think it's the right call because I felt like he caught the ball with the foot on the bag at second. We'll see if the Royals challenge. Looking into the Royals dugout, Matt Quatraro says, never mind. He came out to talk to Dan Isonia and then realized, nope, they made the right call. What a fine play by McKinstry. He's in tight. And that ball was hit hard.
Absolutely. I mean, and Zach McKinstry ended up in foul territory when he made that throw over to Baez. I mean, for him to come up with that ball right on that line, a ball that was really hit hard, that was destined for a double.
2 fine plays on the infield. I agree. 2 fine plays on the infield. Curveball backs up. Salvador Perez at the plate. 2-run double in game 1, doubled in the 6-run third inning today. 6-4 Kansas City. We're in the fifth inning today. Is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. The 1-0. Curveball again backs up way off the plate inside. Strikeout update brought to you again by Car Bliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. No walks, 3 strikeouts for Flaherty. Not much swing and miss, but this is a team that rarely swings and misses, or at least they have a very low swing and miss rate. Soft ground ball to short. Sweeney gets around it. No hurry. Easy flip to Torkelson. Perez grounds out. Jack Flaherty has given the Tigers 2 scoreless innings after the 6-run third. Tigers bat in the 5th. They're down by 2, 6-4. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball presented by Meyer.
What is all that honking?
Wow, look at Mike. He's over there on the other side of the road selling lemonade in this 100-degree heat wearing a tutu.
Hey, Mike.
Huh?
What's going on? What are you doing? It's so hot.
I lost my fantasy football league. Well, did you listen to Fantasy Sports Radio on Sirius XM? No, and now I'm literally melting here.
Well, here's your problem.
Don't be like Mike. Stay up to date on the latest fantasy football news on Channel 87 and the Sirius XM app.
I'm Channel 87.
Are you ready? Wrestling fans, you asked for it? You got it. Introducing Pro Wrestling Nation.
We got my vape. I'll be right back.
On Sirius XM, dedicated to the square circle. This right here is the future of wrestling. Catch interviews with the top stars, the biggest names breaking down WWE, AEW, TNA, and everything in between daily. Listen to Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7, Channel 156, and on the Sirius XM app.
Let the games begin.
On Sirius XM, you get all the sports play-by-play you want and all the live sports talk you need. It's always a home game when you listen to the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB on the Sirius XM app. How good is that? We fuel your fandom with NASCAR, the biggest college games, PGA, and soccer. And when news breaks, hear instant reaction. We got a big developing story out of Cincinnati. The Sirius XM app. Everything a sports fan needs, all in one place. Your number 1 source for all your wrestling news. This is Pro Wrestling 24/7, Channel 156.
Hey, Eggsy. Good. Yesterday was fun. Just forgot my vape. All right, let's get going here.
Perez takes a curveball away from Seth Lugo. Lots of first pitch strikes for Lugo today. Total strike throwing, this is kind of what the Tigers have done to him in recent starts. Only okay. Swinging a foul out of play. 73 pitches, 41 strikes. This begins the third trip through the order, and this is another one of the differences from a year ago. Third trip through, he has been quite hittable this year. It's mostly because of the power numbers. Curveball up and away. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. 11 home runs allowed as he goes through an order.
This way first, and then we'll work our way over to
in just
Raising Cane's.
20 at bats. Arms up over his head into his motion. Luke goes 2-1 pitch. A fly ball deep right center field. This one's way back. Gone. Wenzel Perez.
Go watch my
11,
windshield. We'll see if I get time to.
There's another one of those home runs going over that 13-foot wall over there, Dan, right? And that's almost the same spot as Riley Green's home run. But Wenzel getting that opportunity to hit that leadoff spot, hits that fastball, I mean, just on the inner third, high, and he wasn't going to miss it.
Okay, hey, Toe.
Hope that ball in the right center.
Oh, Toe's live. I took a nap this afternoon and then woke up and said, you know what? Let me go make some money.
Chance to tie this game. 6-1 Royals lead, and now 6-5. Fly ball right field. Oh man, home run distance. Well, not quite. Carpenter out ahead of a slur though. Pulled it deep down the right field line. It's just a long strike one.
But Lugo falling behind again on Wenzel and just fell behind and came in with that four-seam fastball. Seems to be missing maybe a little bit to the arm side with that curveball, the left-handers, although that one was right where Kerry wanted it, inside.
Strike one. Line right down the right field line. That's going to drop for a base hit. Kind of a fly ball in the right spot, fielded on one hop by Yastrzemski near the line. Home run single to start the fifth inning. Potential tying run now on at first in the form of Kerry Carpenter. Brings up Torkelson. Let's pause for station identification of the Detroit Tigers.
Baseball's pennant races are beginning to take shape, and MLB Network Radio has all the latest news and interviews on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Oh, fronts and codes.
Torkelson 0 for 2 today. First pitch, fly ball, center field, off the end of the bat, softly to Isbell. He'll make the catch coming in just a few steps. Tork tried to attack that first pitch fastball and just couldn't get the good part of the bat on it. 1 out for Riley Green, who has a home run and a walk today.
Oh, yeah, good. That's good to hear.
For Seth Lugo. Back to Ferraro, the manager comes out. And takes the ball from Seth Lugo. Royals go to the bullpen. Riley Green stepping to the plate. Royals want a lefty to face him. Man on a man out in the fifth inning. 6-5 Royals. 1-6-1. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
The Tigers aren't the only hot team in Detroit this summer. Priority is heating up, and we're building a powerhouse recruit. Whether you're behind the wheel or behind the scenes, there's a spot for you on our winning team.
Hey, Pickle. Looks like I'm facing you first week.
We're a culture that moves fast, plays hard. Apply now at PriorityWaste.com and get in the game. Priority, Detroit's hottest team off the field.
Fantasy football.
Detroit baseball is crushing. You know what else is a game changer? The Bronco. Like the horse? No. The Ford Bronco, built wild with goat modes. Goat modes goes over any type of
Good to see you, C4.
Legendary. You know what's even better? Tell me, the deals at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer. Real savings, big time savings, knocking it out of the park. Now that's a home run. You better
see if we can make it to the gas station to clean the windshield.
Today. This is your sign to get a large two-topping crazy
or we get an order
for $6.99 when you order online from Little Caesars. It's fate that you're hearing about this delicious crust sprinkled with Parmesan. And the universe wants you to know there's over a dozen toppings to choose from.
Order online with promo code JustTrustUs to get a large 2-topping Crazy Crust pizza for $6.99 for a limited time. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza. Offer available for a limited time online only and at participating Little Caesars stores. Enter promo code JustTrustUs online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
Nope, there's the order. Never mind. McDonald's.
Riley Green at the plate. Angel Zerpa on the mound. First pitch fastball. Yikes. Low and outside, strike one. That's a ball's width and a half off the plate. And Sonia goes up to the right.
This is not.
Zerpa came in the other night.
My direction's not working.
In a home run. Ground ball softly to first. Masmentino will field. Flip down to second for one. Relay to first. Ooh, bang, bang at the base. Very close to a double play. Zerpa covering first. Nice job by Pasquantino to fire down to Bobby Witt. And see if the Royals challenge. They will not. That extends the inning for Dylan Dingler.
Well, how about the way Pasquantino threw that ball down to Bobby Witt, caught it about knee high, and then just stayed right down with his arm, almost like a submarining left-hander. Got to shoot that ball.
Oh, there it goes. Damn. Took 4 tries to get the directions to pop up. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue tonight.
Dylan Dingler batting. First pitch, breaking ball away. As we detailed the other night, Zerpa tough on left.
One item.
Told you that Rodney Green.
Vanilla shake. Boy, I hope the shake machine's working.
And then the next 2 batters, 2 righties, both had to retire a batter. He has been a very big weapon for the most part this year for manager Mac Quatraro.
Yeah, Quatraro, you know that he says, I've lost the first 2 games. Didn't like the way things were going after getting that 6-1 lead and seeing it almost all being given back and the way Seth Lugo was going. He just says, I can't let Lugo.
This ain't going to be much of a moneymaker. It's just a vanilla shake.
I got to bring him in.
1-1, drive to the gap in left center field, and that ball will get down and get by Frazier all the way to the wall. Riley Green rounding third. The Tigers going to tie it up.
Nice.
Dylan Dingler, 2-out line drive, double up the gap in left center. 6-6 game in the 5th.
Boy, what a good swing by Dylan Dingler. Got a slider, and it was down and kind of over the plate. And just able to go out and get that ball.
That is good sleeping weather. It's nice not to have the air conditioning on, too, and just have the windows open. It only got up to 74 here today.
Tigers fighting back. Jack Flaherty holding them right there. And Tigers coming all the way back to tie this.
Although it's the 76 here.
First pitch up and in to Zach McKinstry. Not a good route for Frazier. He went across and then back. If he takes the right route, I think he's got a chance to maybe get to that ball before it gets to the wall and hold Green at third. McKinstry takes 96-mile-an-hour fastball for a called strike. Incredible, consistent production for McKinstry against lefties this year. Zerpa works first base side of the rubber, sets the pitch. Fastball up. Now the good hitters count.
This is a long light.
For average and for power this year. Single here could give the Tigers the lead. They were down 6-1 in the bottom of the 3rd.
Yeah, they were down 6-1 at the bottom of the 3rd. He just said
the 2-1.
I almost didn't listen to it. I was so pissed, but when I turned it back on when I got in the car, it was 6-4. I was like, okay.
That's really where he's done his damage against
making their comeback.
Attacking the fastball.
I was see, is this light gonna fucking change or not? I swear I sat there for over a minute.
That's why he had to come in there left-hander sitting. Just 2-12.
2-2 to swing a line drive into left off the glove of Felipe Garcia. It drops safely. Dingler in to score. Tigers take the lead.
Wow. He got sounded like he was having a little
Garcia went up and tipped off his glove. 7-6 Tigers.
Well, is she speaking?
His leap just perfectly. But you talk about it all the time. It's that little looping line drive, not a ground ball. And he just tried to just get to the top, the apex of his leap.
The fuck? These are all handicap spots now? These used to be...
He was deep.
DoorDash
If
spots.
Michael Garcia gets his glove on the ball, that's usually out.
Hang on.
That's incredible.
The game will still be going, but I'm going to lose connection on my map.
Straight time. Knock. Angel Zerpa out after the minimum 3 batter. They are 5 for 6 against this tough lefty in the 2 games in which he has appeared. Tigers have come all the way back and taken the lead. Down 5, now lead by 1, 7-6. While the Royals go to their bullpen, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Man, this Ford Escape is sweet. Smooth ride, killer tech. It's like driving a game winner.
See, that's because I got it from my local Ford dealer. Deal of the season, kid.
Seriously? Yeah. How'd you pull that off?
Well, simple. Next time you're there, look them in the eye and say, Big Al sent you.
What do I get, the Big Al discount or something?
Better than that, you get treated like a legend.
Well then, mind if we swing by our neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer right now?
Now you're talking. Let's go. At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Make your long summer holiday weekend a good deal better by stocking up on your favorites during the Buy 5, Save 5 sale at Meijer. Buy 5 or more and save $5 or more when you mix or match over 2,000 items store-wide, like Meijer shredded or chunk cheese. 24 packs of select Coca-Cola and Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. Bronny paper towels and Dixie Family Pack paper plates and bowls. The Buy 5, Save 5 deals at Meijer. That's the good life, a good deal better. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Pitch and change brought to you by Primitive Performance. Stay in the game with Primitive Performance and their fast-acting CBD topical cream. The one-time Tiger. Downriver native from Wyandotte, John Schreiber takes over on the mound. He's having an excellent season for the Royals. Jemai Jones takes first pitch fastball up and in for a called strike.
Schreiber pitched in that game on Friday, and same situation, came in with inherited runners for Angel Zerpa.
The strike 1. Jones, who has the big hit in this game.
Yeah, those guys. Everybody's new in there right now. There's actually a customer that used to work there helping me.
Walk, single hit batter. And then Jemai Jones cleared the bases with a double up the gap in left center. Takes a sweeper low, and he's got the good hitters count 2-1. Only his 17th at bat of the year against a righty. And Jemai Jones came through in a big way. The Tigers suddenly were down to just 6-4. Cutter for a called strike to make it 2-2.
Boy, Zach McKinstry there just looks like he's got a big lead, trying to stretch that lead out.
Miss Doc is doing good.
Trevor,
yeah, she liked it. She had a blast.
Varying his looks over there.
The whole, it was like 100 motorcycles coming through town here. It was loud as hell outside. Must be a ride because the cops have the traffic cut off.
Fastball, middle. Jones swings and misses. Tigers take the lead. Wenzel Perez starts the inning with a home run. End of the 6th inning. Tigers on top, 7-6 after 5 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
At Comerica Bank, we're all about helping small businesses grow with the right tools. One way we support our clients is by providing free advertising, like we do for Mama Imani Humphrey Banquet Hall, a flexible and modern setting for your most important occasions, fully equipped for your needs. Look at dbcfsn.org/hall2025. Grow your small business with free advertising and more at comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Mornings are tough. At Bigby, we know our coffee and other delicious drinks are a great way to get ready to face the day. But you're listening to the radio, and we can't serve coffee on the radio. But we can serve affirmations. That PowerPoint won't know what hit it. Great lane change. Oh, look at that bit. Feeling great yet? Come visit Bigby, and we'll make it even better with a signature latte. Bigby makes it.
Still 7 to 6. Okay.
Motor City Clean at
Thank
Free
you.
Express Auto Wash. And wash anywhere with our Wash Smart Unlimited membership. The official car wash of the Detroit Tigers.
Remember to grab drinks. It's the only thing. Is a drink. One drink.
Seven six Tigers. We go to the top of the sixth inning. Jack Flaherty still on the mound. Adam Frazier at the plate. First pitch fastball. Shattered bat. Bloop into right. And wouldn't you know, it drops for a base hit. Jack Flaherty broke that bat into the barrel of the.
Requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Okay. Just perfectly placed out there,
Leave
too.
at your
Just
door.
out of the reach of Javi Baez, just in front of Jahmai Jones. Almost like he just swung the bat and almost just threw it out there to the perfect spot.
Lefty and a righty warming. Bolton, Rafael Montero. Jonathan India at the plate. First pitch. Slider backs up on Flaherty, but gets the cold strike. Bottom part of the order. Jonathan India. The Tigers have handled him. 0 for 2 today. He made 2 of the 3 outs in the third inning. Led off the inning by striking out, then made the final out, swinging a foul out of play. That's a big swing. India's strength as a hitter, his ability to work in that bat and draw a walk. There's little power, and the numbers are certainly below where he had been with Cincinnati before being traded to Kansas City. Flaherty doesn't get a ton of ground balls. Below average number of double plays. Turned behind him, Sweeney Baez, and double play depth. See if he can get one right here. Flips over to first to drive Frazier back. You actually want Frazier to take off.
Yeah.
8 steals, but he's been caught 6 times this year. Torkelson holding with him. Baez up the middle. And the outfield plays India to pull. It's lefties, righties about the same. Frazier took off, stopped. Knuckle curve is low. 1 and 2 on India.
I just like the chances with Jack Flaherty. Just the way he handles the running game, just varying the looks again, and just his deliveries to home. But with Dylan Dickler behind the plate also, just thinking about, we'll run into an out. You want to run into an out? We'll take that.
7-6 Tigers are in the 6th inning. Flaherty sets, hold it for a beat. The 1-2, swinging a foul out of play. That's one thing India can do, extending that bat by fouling off a tough 2-strike pitch. Couldn't take a chance on that pitch reaching the outside edge. It was off the plate away. Pitch count for Flaherty at 84. It's been really good strike throwing today. Just a lot of hard contact in the 6-run third. Down 6-1. He's working with the lead. The 1-2. Up and in. Fastball. Just off the plate inside. 2-2.
Disconnect wirelessly.
Boy, it's a pitch that a lot of times the Sonia will give that pitcher, but that one was just off. Good call.
The 2-2. Fastball above the belt.
All right. Well, it's slowed down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try and wash my windshield once I get up here, unless we get another order.
On each direction. trying to get him up and in. Now go away with a breaking ball.
3-2 is swinging a pop-up down the right field line. Long run for Jemai Jones. Still going. Slides. He will not make the catch. Ball trickles away from him into foul territory. That's going to put runners at second and third. Frazier ends up on third. Jonathan India fly ball in the right spot ends up on second. A bloop and a fly ball in the right spot. But again, an at-bat that started 0-2 and ended up at 3-2. And then India puts the ball in play. That's the end of the day for Jack Flaherty. Second and third, nobody out. While the Tigers go to the bullpen in the sixth, holding on to a 7-6 lead. We'll pause these words in the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
We are Figer Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Figer Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents,
turnaround,
and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Figer Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win. All we do is win.
If you're looking for a meaningful career with lots of room to grow, both professionally and
so let's
personally,
cut through here.
consider UWM.
I don't want to pull on anybody's driveway unnecessarily.
Big enough to offer impactful roles in a wide range of specialties. But you'll also find a community of fellow team members ready to welcome, train, and support you. So no matter what stage you're at in your career, you'll find your fit at UWM. Check out UWMjobs.com and apply today.
Do you suffer from back or neck pain?
Well, back to
Trinity
Taco
Health
Bell.
has the latest methods and technology to help. Our team looks at many treatment options to create a plan that's right for you. From physical therapy and pain management to advanced spine surgery. Say goodbye to living with pain. Reach out to the Trinity Health Spine Program and get back to enjoying your daily activities. TrinityHealthMI.org/spine. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
I have two flies in here that both just flew up. Thank goodness.
Sixth inning is pumped from the Jack Denver Automotive Group and experience the Denver difference. Change directed by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Tyler Holton comes in. Runners at second and third, protecting a 7-6 lead. Tyler Holton has been pitching very well. Really now, it goes back 2 months. But this is quite a jam for him. Kyle Isbell has been lifted for a pinch hitter each of the first 2 games, and the lefty comes on. He stays in the game. Infield in tight, first pitch fastball misses low and in ball 1. Soft ground ball out to first base, struck out in this game. Solid bat to ball skills. Does not hit lefties. The 1-0. Sweeping breaking ball for a called strike. That one started at the right rim. Kyle Isbell is up in the middle of the plate and frozen. Upright stance, extends the hands away from the left shoulder as he cocks the bat over the shoulder. The 1-1. Soft ground ball to third, off the glove of Zach McKinstry, trickles into left field. Rounding third, heading home is India, and he will score, and it's 8-7 Kansas City. Much like the Zach McKinstry line drive that tipped off the glove of Michael Garcia, infield in tight, high chopper this time, off the glove of McKinstry. That allowed Jonathan India to score, and it's 8-7 Kansas City.
Man, what a crazy inning, though, that starts off with a Frazier bloop single into right, then a ball off India's bat that just was in the right spot, and then there, just a high chopper right off the glove of Zach McKinstry to score 2 runs for the Royals to take the lead.
Luke Maley is going to bunt the runner over to third. Spencer Torkelson will field the bunt to the right of the mound, flip it to Javi Baez covering first base. Luke Maley does the job, gets that runner over to third. Kyle Isbell runs well. He's at third base with less than 2 outs. There with 1 out. Lineup turns over for Mike Yastrzemski, except Mike Yastrzemski will not bat. We'll see Randall Grichuk pinch hit for Yastrzemski in game 1. The righty specialist against lefties. He's made a living, especially in recent years, hitting left-handed pitching. The 240 with really rock-solid power numbers against lefty Dylan Dingler. He's going to head out to the mound to tuck this one over. The infield remains in tight. This Federer is going to head out as well. Grichuk came in as a pinch hitter in game one for Yastrzemski. Singled. Started the game yesterday, 1 for 3. Yeah, with a lefty on the mound, this is a good hitter.
Yeah, just the way they treated this whole inning, just you give up the lead and then you have an opportunity to come back. And A.J. Hinch says, boy, we just took the lead. This is an important inning right here, the 6th. That's why he goes to Tyler Holton instead of saving him for later in the game. Wants to do it right now, stop the best he can. And just unfortunate that ground ball up to Isbell. And then Cutraro thinking the same thing, just saying, you know what, I got to go for it here, try to get another run, sacrifice him over, and then trying to get Grichuk up there to try to lift something to the outfield.
First pitch to Grichuk, he swings and pops it up on the infield. Torkelson will make the catch right by the edge of the cutout in front of the base at first. One pitch and one big out against a tough Whitey. 2 outs, man on third. The infield can back up.
Boy, and you know that Dylan Dingler was going out there, and then Chris Federer immediately. You see him stroll out there, but he had a little hop to his step to make sure that they went after Grichuk the right way. And boy, just one pitch and that soft little fly ball. They don't want any chance here. They're not going to take a chance with Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. up until he's not. 4 fingers go up. He goes down to first. The intentional walk without a pitch being thrown. The 8th time this year that he has been intentionally walked.
I wonder if he's going to get a steady diet of those sweepers. I know Tyler Holton likes to throw those sinkers in on the lefties, but also going away with that sweeper.
Pasquantino at the plate. First pitch. Fastball in, ball 1. Big runner to Strand at third. Pasquantino can hit lefties for power, but they definitely neutralize his productivity. Hitting just 220 with some power against lefties. Fastball middle for a called strike. 3 hot hitters coming into this series, the 2, 3, 4 hitters, and they have stayed hot in this series. This guy's the bat, the best of all. Pasquantino, the 1-1. All right. 22 now on Pasquantino, home run, line drive single, 3 line drives yesterday. He's hitting everything right now. You really have to make a pitch to get this guy out. Taps home plate, points the bat out, windmills it around once, twice. Now waiting on a 1-2. Holton sets, holds the glove away from the letters, the pitch in the dirt, and it gets by Dingler. Ricochets off the brick wall and fielded by Holton in foul territory, first base side. Wow. Isbell scores 9-7, Kansas City.
And again, just overthrew that sweeper, was going for that strikeout and just held on to it too long. And there was no chance for Dylan Dingler. That was almost on the far right side.
This one's far away.
Batter's box. That's how far it missed. With Dylan Dingler even set up outside, still couldn't really get a glove on him.
Tyler Holton had 0 wild pitches last year, and just 2 this year in 60.
Long fucking drive for this delivery. They better be paying extra.
Down there in the Tarek Scooble game on Sunday Night Baseball.
3-2.
I want to go this way. Makes you go through the drive-thru if I go around that way.
But the Tigers, after coming from 5 runs back to take the lead, give up 3. They go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-7 Kansas City. It's the home Detroit Tigers baseball presented by Meyer.
Summer 2025 is not over yet.
All right, building name Elizabeth Baumhaus. What the hell's that mean?
Beach Boys channel. Sun-soaked songs and the stories behind them.
There was this whole thing going on in Southern California. Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys channel.
Now for a limited time. Channel 79 and on the Sirius XM app.
Baseball.
What is Elizabeth Farmhouse, Delta,
It's
Ohio?
former General Manager Jim Duquette, and every Sunday on the front office, we have you covered on everything happening across Major League Baseball. That's right, dude. It's former Big League GM Jim Bowden. Injuries, extensions, promotions, demotions, and trades. We'll have you covered on all the news. We'll bring you the front office perspective as the season heats up. Front office with Jim Duquette and Jim Bowden, Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and on the Sirius XM app. Hey there, baseball fans. Coach O'Brien here to let you know that every Monday you can check out a new episode of my podcast, Conan O'Brien Meets a Friend. Each week, listen as I'm joined by some of the people I enjoy most. Perhaps we find some real friendships. Usually not. They don't stick around long. But we have a blast here. I play some of my favorite moments from my many decades in late night. My podcast and a bunch of other great shows. That's Conan O'Brien Radio, Channel 104, here on Sirius XM. It's fantasy football season, and if you want to win your league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and all the Sirius XM.
Come on, dude.
Go Tigers!
Let's do the speed limit, Luis. I think it's like a women's shelter or something.
Trey Sweeney takes fastball from John Schreiber out of third for a called strike. At the bottom of the sixth inning, we got a wild one going here. And Comerica Park, Tigers took a 1-0 lead in the second on a Riley Green home run. That feels like many hours ago. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 fastball powered him up and in. 6-run third inning. Royals took a 6-1 lead. Tigers with 3 in the fourth and 3 in the fifth. Chased Seth Lugo. Took the lead 7-6. And then Jack Flaherty, given the lead, could not get an out to start the sixth inning. A blue, a fly ball in the right spot, and then a single scored a couple of runs.
Yeah, that Chinese I had the other day was pretty good. A little spicy, but
fouls it back to the screen.
I like spicy.
Scores the 1-800-CALL SAM Studio scoreboard. Tigers started the day with an 11.5 game lead. Cleveland talked about this a while ago, last couple of weeks. Pitch down and in, sweeper misses. When you expend that much energy, as Cleveland did, they went 23-9 over a 32-game stretch to get to within 5 games of the Tigers. You inevitably are going to see a fall back, and that's exactly what's happened. Cleveland has lost their last 4 back to the 500 mark. They got smoked by Texas last night. Fastball a little bit above the belt. Pitch number 5 is ball 2. Scoreless in the third inning.
Pickle still in here?
Dan, I thought Texas, when we saw them right after the break, it just looked like a team that could get hot and make a run at things. The 2-2.
Let's see.
Outer third, breaking ball, throws, sweep for the first out here in the 6th, 9-7. Royals on top. It just seemed like they had the pitching, the offense was going to heat up, and the offense has heated up, and they're still below the 500.
Yeah, when we saw them, they were playing really, really well.
They're going to heat up.
And the Tigers were at that point where they were not playing very well. That was right in the stretch. So you had 2 different spectrums there. But I'm with you. I thought they'd make a run.
Fastball away. Javi Baez swings and misses.
This guy's barely doing this. He's got somebody in front of him going slow. A motorcycle puts him down the road.
Can you take a stab at who might be on Sunday Night Baseball this week?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just take a wild guess. I mean,
I'll guess it's
you're going to guess
the Yankees and Red Sox.
It's going to try to steer you away.
Yeah, right.
Colorado, Pittsburgh? No. Come on, baseball, do better. You got San Diego, LA this weekend. And San Diego, LA is one.
I know you were in Rumble, but you already have a membership.
National attention.
I don't think it went to anybody. I was hoping that they were still lurking, but it didn't go to anybody. Maybe the next person that pops in that doesn't have a membership will get it.
Maybe it's written in the contract. If Boston and the Yankees play a weekend series, I don't think they ever play anything.
I don't think it says.
They will be on Sunday night.
Got to turn up here.
But man,
hopefully these idiots aren't turning too.
Change it up a little bit once in a while.
Well, that's series too. I mean, LA swept them, and then now San Diego's got a chance to do right back and sweep the Dodgers.
Taking the first 2, giving up 2 runs in the 2 games.
Did he get it?
Up, swinging and a miss. Baez with a walk.
I didn't see where it says he got it.
Has struck out all three batters he has faced.
This is gifted.
San Diego starts the day with a one-game lead over the Dodgers. The Tigers went through their tough stretch where they lost 12 to 13.
Yeah, it doesn't say who got it.
In 7 since. We detailed all the struggles of some of the other teams this year. Not one of them has really snapped out of their current stretch of not winning. Perez swings and taps it foul in and out of the glove of Luke Maley. And that includes the Yankees. That includes the Dodgers. The Cubs have been playing 500 ball for a long time. Toronto.
Oh my God, this is pissing me off.
5-game lead.
All right, go away. There we go.
Ground ball right to short to Bobby Witt Jr. He gathers it up.
That doesn't say. I was hoping he was still lurking, because if he was lurking, he'd have gotten it. But I don't think anybody gets it when there's not a person there without a sub. It's okay. I get all but 7 cents of it back at the end of the month.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream.
Actually, 6 cents. I get $4.93 back, and it's $4.99 for the gifted sub.
And doing everything we can to turn.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket.
It's too bad that he has to do that.
Detroit baseball is crushing. You know what
I get it, man.
The Bronco.
I'm door dashing to pay bills.
The Ford Bronco, built wild with goat modes. Goat modes goes over any type of terrain. Legendary. You know what's even better? Tell me, the deals at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer. Real saving, big time saving, knocking it out of the park. Now that's a home run. You better believe it. Get to your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer.
Let me see.
Hey, Tigers fans, the Michigan Lottery has something new to sing about. Introducing the Detroit Tigers games. The Tigers instant ticket, pull tab, and 2 online games. Enjoy your favorite pastime and a chance to strike it rich. With 1, 2, 3 new ways to play. The new Detroit Tigers games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Only limits WSBA. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Ready to replace your old windows and doors? You'll always hit a grand slam with Pella
Leave a
Detroit.
door.
Call Pella Detroit at 248-292-5000 for a free consultation today.
Seventh inning today, brought to you by Verizon, the #1 network in Detroit.
I don't think he did. We'll see if he pops up red when he comes up.
Brennan Hennepy prepared that game Wednesday. This is a nice little pocket here. Interesting to watch this. This is where he's so valuable against Michael Garcia, Salvador Perez. And then it's interesting to see.
It will be super early. ETA was 349, and I'm going to get their throwing weight. They adjusted it.
Left field, deep trouble and gone.
Damn.
First pitch to Michael Garcia. Line drive that sizzles over the Tigers bullpen in left, his 13th of the year. A big add-on run for Kansas City, a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, that's exactly not the kind of start. You know, you figured that Hennepy's got those pockets, and he just jumps on a first pitch sinker, belt high, just right down the middle, knowing that he's going to try to get ahead and just jump on it and hammer it in the left field.
You don't see a miss like that very often. That was middle. And only at 93. His calling card is 96, 97, another 93 mile an hour fastball to Salvador Perez.
Kind of flat, too. Didn't have that same sink that one there. That one had more sink to it.
The slider gets a swing and miss.
Well, Tigers are due for a loss.
4 more home runs.
They've won like 5 in a row. They're like 9-1 in the last.
Kind of oddities. Something we watch every year. How ballparks play.
Last 10.
Foul out of play. Ballparks that
I don't know if he even got it. We'll see when he comes back. Next time he comes back, if he has a membership or not. I think they He just doesn't give it to anybody. But I get the funds for it.
The first 2 years had really dramatically changed how this ball.
I think they have to be in chat and not be a subscriber to get the membership.
Four-seamer hit him, I think, on the left arm or left hand.
Jesus, this is weird.
Trainer, manager Mac Petraro come out. Salvi walking slowly to first. He wants the replay up and in on the back of the left hand. On an 0-2 pitch. Comerica Park, always thought of as a pitcher-friendly ballpark. And generally, most years, in recent years, it has held down home runs, run scoring a little bit below average throughout its history. It's kind of had some swings. Because the outfield is so big, there are years when the ball falls in, and the run scoring is kind of right at league average, or even a little bit above league average. And this year, Dan, it's kind of fascinating. There have been a whole lot of home runs hit in this ballpark. 177 hit here. That's Tigers and their opponents in 69
44-77.
And on the road in 63 games, have hit just 138. 177 to 138. That makes this one of the better home run ballparks in all of baseball this year. Comparable to Yankee Stadium. The new home ballpark.
That would be Buck.
This is right now a top 8 home run ballpark. You compare the Tigers' totals with their opponents here, which is kind of stunning. It's as high a home run factor as we've ever seen at Comerica Park. And when the dimensions haven't changed, not from last year, it's just one of those things where you kind of go,
Yes.
Slider is a little bit low. There's so many factors that go into it, but usually you do start with the weather and things that often don't get taken into account. Which way is the wind blowing on a given day? How's the ball traveling? The 1-0. Fastball up and in, 2-0 on Adam Frazier. Has it been a warm summer? Sure. But there have been other warm summers here where the ball has not traveled. But it is noticeable. A lot more home runs being hit here this year than we've seen in a long, long time. 2-0, ground ball softly to second base. Baez gathers it up, bobbles it. And that takes away a very good chance of a double play. Late getting the throw to Sweeney. They force Perez at second base, but had no chance to double up Frazier. Clean throw, clean fielding by Baez. I think they had the double play.
I do too. Yep, because I almost, when I looked up, I said, you know what, they still have a chance. And then they was just able to beat it out. It was Frazier. But yeah, without that little bobble, it was going to be very interesting.
Jonathan India takes a sinker low and in.
Yeah, I was with you. I was just, when you were talking about the ballpark, I was just thinking, yep, a little bit wet. Where's the wind? Is it hotter? Who's the competition too? A little different schedule.
Yeah, it could be about the opponents you're seeing, the pitching that's coming into the ballpark. But generally, it's a very simple measure when you're just comparing home runs hit here, Tigers and opponents, home runs hit on the road, Tigers and opponents. It's very simple, but it often does identify the best home run ballparks. But when you see the big year-to-year changes, that's when you have to dive a little deep. Look at warm, humid weather, the ball definitely flies more. Barometric pressure sounds funny, but it makes a difference. At a lot of stormy weather, low pressure, warm and humid, you're talking 10 to 15 feet further on a batted ball hit deep to the outfield. Cold and dry weather, air is denser, ball doesn't travel. The 3-1, oh boy. Brendan Hannafy, it just doesn't feel like the fastball's off there. The velocity's down, and the command is way off. This is not what we expect from Brendan Hannafy.
No, just a little bit out of sorts. Exactly. Usually you're just seeing him just get out there and just pour those sinkers right at the bottom of the strike zone, just and really hard, heavy. sinkers, and they just don't seem to have that same giddy up to them.
No. I mean, his average fastball this year has been a tick over 96. And he's cruising at 93, 94 right now. That may not sound like much, but that is not Brendan Hannaford. That's usually a sign that something was off in his delivery, whatever it might be. I mean, Jonathan India, that's really almost a perfect matchup for him. Gets out righties, bury that sinker in, get the ground ball. That's a specialty. Fastball in, gets a little more on that fastball, but misses big. Kyle Isbell has to jackknife out of the way. Tigers need Brendan Hannaford to get through this 7th inning. Home run to Garcia on a sinker that was middle to start the inning. The 1-0. Fastball down to second base. Very close. Wow. Frazier got back with the head first slide. That was a really nice job by Sweeney. Kind of jumping over the runner, catching it, and tagging Frazier all in the same motion. He got back.
I just like how they identified that Frazier was getting that little bit frisky on that secondary lead, hopping off there and getting way down towards third base. Trey Sweeney saw that, noticed it, and just ducked behind him, and Dylan Dingler picked it up. Almost got him.
2-0 fastball at the belt. 16 pitches, 9 balls. 7 strikes so far for Brendan Hannaford. Home run, hit batter, force, now walk, 2 on, 1 out. 94-mile-an-hour sinker down and away, gets the called strike.
That's the shape of the sinker that you never used to see from Brendan Hannaford. That one at the bottom of the strike zone that has that good tailing and good sinking action to it.
His specialty is getting ground balls. Going to get one right here. 2-2. Swinging a pop foul right below us. 9-10-7, Kansas City. At a 6-1 lead. Tigers took the lead 7-6. Royals came right back with 3 the next half inning against Jack Flaherty in the bullpen. The 2-2. Swinging a foul.
Flaherty just ain't cut it, man.
Middle of the plate. That 4-seam fastball.
Trying to add a little bit more to those left-handed hitters. Trying to just give them something else to think of.
Isbell wetting the 2-2. Swinging a soft ground ball to first. This will only result in 1 out. Torkelson fields the big high chopper over the bag, tags it with his right foot. The runners advance to second and third. Frazier's at third now. India at second. This becomes another big batter for Brendan Hannaford with 2 in scoring position. Making strides to the plate. It's 29 at-bats coming in, 5 for 29. That's a short season, mostly in AAA for Kansas City, then kind of insurance when they traded Freddie Firmino away. He has become the backup catcher to Salvador Perez. First pitch in the dirt. Wow. Nice block by Dylan Dingler. Sliding to his right on a ball that could have easily gotten past him. Dylan Dingler, one of the very best in the major leagues in blocking. We saw it right there.
It's the kind of contact that you're used to seeing on that good sinker, that just weak ground ball from Isbell.
1-0 ground ball softly to short. Sweeney gets around it on the infield grass. Flips it over to Torkelson at first. Mainly grounds out. But another run for the Royals. 7th inning stretch time in Detroit, brought to you by DTE. Manager energy, use and save. Go to DTEnergy.com/save energy. 10-7 Royals at the stretch. It's the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
Hey there, baseball fans. Conan O'Brien here to let you know that every Monday you can check out a new episode of my podcast, Conan O'Brien Meets a Friend. Each week, listen as I'm joined by some of the people I enjoy most. Perhaps we find some real friendships. Usually not. They don't stick around long. But we have a blast here. I play some of my favorite moments from my many decades in late night. My podcast and a bunch of other great shows. That's Conan O'Brien Radio, channel 104, here in Sirius XM.
Nothing matches the passion, the excitement, the history-making moments of college sports. And nobody takes you inside the greatest campuses and stadiums across the country, like Sirius XM College Sports Radio. We bring you closer to college football, basketball, baseball, softball, lacrosse, and so much more. Listen to all of the play-by-play action, expert analysis, and in-depth interviews on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Before Team USA takes on Europe to reclaim Golf Ryder Cup, hear American captain Keegan Bradley in an exclusive town hall on Sirius XM. Moments after selecting the final 6 members of Team USA, he'll sit down with Colton Oast and a group of Sirius XM subscribers for a live discussion. It's the Sirius XM Ryder Cup Town Hall with Captain Keegan Bradley, Wednesday, August 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92, or listen anytime on the Sirius XM app. Tigers fan, PG
I had 2 orders so far. Haven't made it out of swatting the fucking cheap orders. Surprised, actually. McDonald's order and Taco Bell order, and one in Swanton, one in Delta. I'm coming back from Delta now. Fucking $5 whole just to drive all the way out to fucking Delta. But hopefully it'll change up. If not, I'm going to do pay per order. Ooh, you got the membership. Good.
Answered with 4.
So it does hold it. Good.
Lucas Ursay, tough right-hander, takes over on the mound. You notice, Dan, a lot less
disconnected for a second.
Strikeout rate has dropped sharply from a year ago.
And how about left-handers? Left-handers hitting just 173.
We're back.
I'm sorry, 194. But do not have a home run. It's very interesting. That's why he's just not afraid to go through that middle of the order. Kerry Carpenter and Riley Green.
Right-handers with a big edge. OPS almost 300 points higher than lefty. Lefty's 190, no power. Righty's 290 with a little bit of power. Carpenter takes.
What happens when you get in the boonies of Delta?
Quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Tigers down 3 deep base runners here in the 7th inning. Kansas City bullpen.
Trying to wash my windshield again. It's been good luck. Every time I try and stop at Speedway to wash my windshield off, I get an order. So I'm going to keep doing it.
They're doing some good things in Kansas City in the run prevention department. Gave up a whole bunch of runs there at the bottom just 2 years ago. Cut their runs allowed by more than 200 runs last year. That's not easy to do. And when they had injuries, Slider misses down and in the Kansas City Royals.
Hey, Pickle.
Lost Chris Bubich.
You back?
Here. Lost Cole Reagans.
You can get the
both 2 injuries in July. They went out and got a couple of starters. They've had some youngsters filled in nicely. We were impressed by Ryan Burford the other day. Picked up in a trade. The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, center field, easy play for Isbell. A few steps to his left, makes the catch. Wind actually brought that back to him. Carpenter flies out. It is a tough bullpen to come back against. Torkelson steps to the plate. Riley Green waiting on deck.
To Kerry Carpenter. Ursay is armed with that 97 mile an hour.
and gas shut up here in Swanton.
Fly ball, right field, deep, going back, Frazier looking up. Go!
All right. Made up one of the runs.
Spencer Torkelson, number 28. Tigers back to within 2, 10-8.
Boy, and he got that 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and it was coming in towards his.
Let me see if I can get this.
Somehow was able to inside out that pitch.
Windshield clean before I get another order.
Yeah, a bunch of sliders to Kerry Carpenter, and that one just tailing action right in on the hands. And able to pull him in and just inside out that ball.
Riley Green takes the fastball low and in at 97. Just the third home run this year allowed by Irsay. Green swings and fouls it out of play. Again, much tougher on lefties. That changeup really dives down and away. 103 at-bats, 20 hits for lefties, 17 singles. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play, 1-2. Green with a home run and a walk. Torkelson goes opposite field. Man, the steady production, 70th RBI, 28th home run, and so steady month to month. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up foul out of play.
I just pit stopped it. I'm not even using the squeegee.
Boy, there's a lot of game left here too that the Royals have to figure out how they're going to get through that. That's a big home run there, just to put them down by 2. Lots of outs left.
Fastball, perfect. Ooh, bottom rail didn't get the call. I mean, that's strike 3.
Yes, it is.
That's a break.
Good sinker.
Now Green waiting on a 2-2. Way inside. 3-2. Did it hit him? It did.
Corporate.
Okay. Riley Green will trot down to first, and that brings now the potential tying run to the plate in the form of Dylan Dingler. Right on the right front foot.
So I got about this far last time when I had to turn around.
Baseball's pennant races are beginning to take shape, and MLB Network Radio has all the latest news and interviews on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Dingler at the plate. First pitch. Slider on the outside edge for a called strike 1. The strike 1. Swing a fly ball to right. Will it drop? No. It stayed up long enough for Frazier to come in and make the catch. Line drive, another good swing for Dylan Dingler. It's the second out here in the 7th inning. That'll leave it up to Zach McKinstry.
Boy, that just crowd's reaction, just that ball off the bat, just the trajectory. You're thinking, that's got a chance to fall in there, and just kind of hung up just slightly too long.
Pit stop and overworked. Was able to get right back on the road.
Because that's what he does. Slide drive deep and foul. Oh, man. He got a slider that hung, and he ripped it down the right field line. Not quite home run distance, but that was on a line to the corner. And in the end, about 20 feet foul.
I mean, this is a tough out. Just with the success that Zach McKinstry's had all the time, but just for any pitcher, I don't care. I mean, just that short little strike zone that he's got.
McKinstry takes, changeup misses down and away.
Turn green before I get there.
It's going to make you throw a strike, and you're going to have to pretty much play little t-ball for Zach McKinstry. And he's going to put a good.
Man, he'll go these bikes.
Hit something hard.
Green edges off.
Hey, Jared.
Holding with him, the 1-1. Change up. That's not where he wants it. That was right there on the outside edge. Didn't get the call.
Yeah, you have a membership. Good.
Lucas Ursek works spinning on the rubber. Tall righty. Peers over his left shoulder. Green and sets. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. That's what I remember seeing him a lot last year. That's an electric fastball from Lucas Ursek. It's a lot of ground ball outs.
Getting flies in here. I swear I took a shower before I left.
last one. That would be the Tigers. 10 runs on 12 hits for Kansas City. 8 runs, 9 hits for the Tigers. The 2-2. Swinging a foul. That's a really good job.
Sure is.
Of just wasting a pitch that was digging toward the back door. He just flicked his bat at it and fouled it off.
Not taking any chances. Just saying, nope, I'm not going to get called out. I'm going to just.
Looks like the CCNO bus in front of me.
Take it out of the umpire's hands by doing that.
It's like a Tri-County jail.
Clouds blocking the sun at the moment.
It's all on ass, too, because I'm barely catching it.
Down below us. History waiting at another 2-2 on the way. Swinging a fly ball, right field, deep, onto the track. Frazier jumps up at the top of the fence and makes a catch. Oh, man. Zach McKinstry made a bid, and I think if Frazier's not there, it carries the fence. It would have been the first homer of Lucas Ursek this season. It ends up in the glove of Frazier, and the Tigers are out in the 7th inning.
No, it's not jail bus. Student driver. Oh, wow.
10-8
That's interesting.
The Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer. We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you can do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank.
Interesting.
Learn more at Comerica.com/yourcard. Comerica Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we're all about helping small businesses grow with the right tools.
I gotta see where I'm probably gonna catch an order before I get there. I gotta see where this Panera corporate is.
Your local provider for clean portable toilets.
I'm not gonna catch anything else in SWAT
Great
from here.
Festivals or any outdoor event.
Kind of in a dead zone here.
Services.net for more information. Grow your small business with free advertising and more at Comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait
No,
for help.
no.
That's
You
why
got yours.
contact us. We respond fast. You'll have
You have to be verified. You got the red thing, the red badge.
And again in 2022.
As long as you're verified already, and you are. So I think it's the other name that you had issues with,
The Bernstein Advantage.
the misindoctrination one, because you got it on this one.
Michigan's first family of law. Northville Lumber is Michigan's track-stacking leader in the official lumber yard.
Miss Doc's over on Rumble there, Eggsy.
NorthvilleLumber.com.
Tigers back to within 2. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Keenly on the mound for the Tigers.
Yeah, it sucks that they're losing, but they've been doing pretty well. I opened my mouth last night after they won.
Been a while for Tommy. We could go Friday was the last time he was out there.
Yeah, I could see it in the on the secondary phone. It's there. You got your mod badge and your subscriber badge, so you're good.
Charges fields it off to the glove side near second. Flips over to Torkelson at first. Richie rounds out to start the 8th inning with Junior Pasquantino.
Yeah, you may have to refresh.
It's so important to put up that 0 and just important game for the Tigers.
Little skeezer order here.
Back to being a usable pitcher in leverage.
It is. And like I said, I noticed that he was throwing the changeup harder, talked to him a little bit about it, and he's trying so many different things just because whatever he was doing, he just said it's not working.
First pitch changeup low and away to Bobby Witt Jr. for a called strike. We're looking for the action on the changeup that goes down and in to a righty, down and away from a lefty. Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 3 today, intentionally walked his last time up. Run the stretch at all times. Cantley delivers a fastball that's fouled back to the screen. Fastball's a steady 95-96. It's still 85%. Changes.
But he was going back. He's way back in the archives, 2019, looking at things he was doing.
Little skeezer order.
Just to try to recapture what he was doing.
Be careful. There's some piggies hiding up at the corner up here.
10th foul. That's a pretty good foul.
Let's see what
Bobby
the order is.
Pretty good good changeup at 90.
3 items.
Definitely.
We got 20-ounce Starry, crazy sauce, and slices and sticks. So it ain't gonna be dick. It's gonna be a shitty fucking.
The 0-2 swinging a pop up.
If this continues with these small orders, I'm gonna switch over to the per order one instead of this pay by time, because there's a piggy right here. I don't see him. Mostly not there. Must be gone.
That I think the hitters see and pick up.
The 0-2 swinging a miss. Fastball middle. We've been talking about that a lot this year. And he can do that. You've seen a lot of changeup. 95, and Bobby Witt Jr., who can hit a fastball, was late.
Yeah, that's the last thing that you're thinking about. You're thinking, I'm sure he's going to give me a changeup. And then if that's less split second, it's just an emergency swing because it's mine.
Manny Pasquantino half cut on a changeup. Swing and a miss. Anthony Rutsch by Hatfield Foods, better care, better pork. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority that the Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated. Nothing expressed written consent.
Gas shut up all over the place.
Check swing. Appeal to third. Went too far. Adam Beck goes up with the right hand. No balls and 2 strikes.
What is going on with this fucking traffic, though? Jesus.
Royals were in the 8th.
How about the first 2 swings from Pasquantino? A red hot Pasquantino.
Completely off balance. Changeup down. That's a good miss with the changeup. The damage, and there has been plenty. The last 16 outings for Tommy.
I doubt I'll get it.
Has been on a lot of changeups just sitting middle of the plate.
I'm nowhere near you now.
And down the 1-2.
Wendy's will come from the Swanton one, and I'm nowhere near Swanton now. Somebody else to get that.
Tommy Kahnle needed that. That's a 1-2-3 8th inning against some really tough hitters. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers down 2-10-8. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
Oh, I like that. That red Bronco there with the top down. Brand new. Still got the temp plate on it. Fucking huge tires on that stupid thing.
To the teams you love wherever you are.
The field goal is how good is that? That's good. That's incredibly good.
Live sports. Live on the Sirius XM.
This Little Caesars is always so slow, though. Hopefully the order will be ready.
For the 2025 season.
He goes to Barkley. He breaks a tackle. 15-10-1 touchdown!
Hear from coaches, executives, and star players around the National Football
These lights are out of sync, too.
Dan Campbell.
You want a tough division, you want something where every week, man, you got to be on it to go and compete and win.
If you missed any of the 2025 NFL Radio Training Camp Tour, catch previews for every team on the Sirius XM app.
Wake up! Wake up, everybody! This is Steve Phillips with the leadoff spot on MLB Network Radio. Join me and former Major League Baseball players Eduardo Perez and Xavier Scruggs as we react to all the latest news and scores across baseball and have plenty of fun along the way. You were so right about that. I don't know if anybody else thinks we're funny, but I think we're funny. Why are you putting us or we into this? The leadoff spot, weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and on the Sirius XM app.
It's fantasy football season, and if you want to win your league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the Sirius XM app.
Oh, wow.
Jonathan Bowman on the mound.
She using artificial insemination, or is it just common with her? A lot of times that's...
Tigers down 2, bottom of the 8th inning. One base runner brings the potential tying run to the plate. Swinging a fly ball, center field, fairly deep. Isbell will go back some more, headed all the way. That's his specialty, going back on deep fly balls. That was routine for him. Good swing for Jahmai Jones. Is the first out here in the 8th inning. Ballin has had just kind of brief cups of coffee at the major league level. This is his 20th appearance for the Kansas City Royals this year. So far, a little bit up and down. It's high walks for a strikeout rate that's a little
I wonder
bit
if it's my same guy I always get on Sunday when I work. I've delivered to the same guy 3 times
at the plate.
from this Little Caesars.
First pitch from Bolden, fastball 96 in. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, usually either that's the case. Either it runs in the family or artificial insemination.
Lefty's got the big edge. Slider has a big bend at 87, down and in, ball one. Sweeney 0 for 3 today. He struck out twice. Grounded out to short his other at-bat. Lefties have hit 270 with big power numbers in their limited at-bats against Bolden this year.
All right.
Swing and a miss.
Run in, grab my bag.
Looking for from Trey Sweeney. Ability to hit a good fastball. Just it comes and goes. It's been straight before Trey Sweeney. There's serious pop in this bat, though. The 1-2. Got him. Fastball outer edge. Dan Iasonia considered it for a moment and then went up with the right hand. Nothing wrong with that. And it was the right call.
Yeah, I think Trey Sweeney did the same thing. I think he just considered it was going to be a ball, and it just caught that upper edge of that strike zone. But yeah, kind of just froze Trey Sweeney.
Javi Baez, it's a ground ball to third on a high chop from Michael Garcia. He fields and flips it over to Pasquantino, and that is a very quick inning. 7-pitch, 1-2-3 8th for Bolden. Head of the ninth, 10-8 Kansas City after 8 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
If you're looking for a meaningful career with lots of room to grow, both professionally and personally, consider UWM. We're one of the largest companies in Michigan, big enough to offer impactful roles in a wide range of specialties. But you'll also find a community of fellow team members ready to welcome, train, and support you. So no matter what stage you're at in your career, you'll find your fit at UWM. Check out UWMjobs.com and apply today.
This is your sign to get a large 2-topping Crazy Crust pizza for $6.99 when you order online from Little Caesars. It's fate that you're hearing about this delicious crust sprinkled with Parmesan. And the universe wants you to know there's over a dozen toppings to choose from. Order online with promo code JustCrustUs to get a large 2-topping Crazy Crust pizza for $6.99 for a limited time. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza. Offer available for a limited time online only at participating Little Caesars stores. Enter promo code JustCrustUs online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
The official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Biker Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents,
All right.
and injuries.
Hey, good. It didn't disconnect.
Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Biker Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win. Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
Ninth inning today brought to you by Comerica Bank. And the one bank has been committed to Michigan since 1849. That's Comerica. Hardest working player brought to you again by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball. All the hardworking people who make it possible. Well, this has just been a back and forth battle all day. Tigers have had some very good at bats. Torkelson Green with home runs today. Let's get this though to Jahmai Jones' 3-run double. Against a rare at bat against Whitey. Got the Tigers back into this game after they fell behind to start 6-1. Michael Garcia takes a fastball up. Pitching change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Rafael Montero, much better at last 2 outings. On the mound, soft ground ball chopped to third foul. Fielded by McKinstry. In foul territory, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the last 2 outings have been scoreless, and you're just saying, is he starting to settle in? Some of the little tweaks maybe that the pitching group has been making with him, starting to make a little bit more sense for him.
2 1/3 scoreless without a walk his last 2 times. That's really what we have been watching. It started 2 outings ago, inning in a third. It got 4 outs, 16 pitches, 14 strikes. That was the extra inning win at Minnesota. The last time out, a 14 pitch inning with 10 strikes. The 2-1. Splitter misses down and away. 4 walks in 4 innings to start his Tigers tenure.
I'm going to pause after this one.
Pitch number 4.
I think switch over to by the task because I'm not making shit this fucking.
Swing and a miss. Perfect fastball away. Fastball splitter with the occasional.
Not like I was.
Helped him with his fastball grip to make it a more accurate pitch. Fastball up. Michael Garcia never draws a walk. Draws a walk to start the 9th inning. 10-8. Kansas City on top. Check the scoreboard from the 1-800-CALL SAM Studios scoreboard. Atlanta leads the Mets 4-2. That game's in the top of the 9th inning in Atlanta. Philadelphia started the day with a 6-game lead over the Mets in the National League East. Philadelphia beat Washington today 3-2. Salvador Perez takes a slider low and away. Houston started the day with a 3-game lead over Seattle. Seattle got hot there for a minute, but they had just not been able to sustain it. Baltimore beat Houston today 3-2, so an opportunity for Seattle. They were just
no, I don't.
Against the A's. Slider low and outside.
No, I do not. I know Mitty selling is, so if I do hear of anyone looking for one, I will definitely let them know. Do you know how much he wants for it?
Still struggled his first 3 outings with the Tigers.
And the specs, if you could just figure that out and send it to me, I can at least get the word out.
Ray J hits fastball low, and it's now 3-0. 2 tough guys to walk. 2 guys with walk rates below 5%. That's a really aggressive hitter. The 3-0 fastball bottom rail for a called strike.
Butterfly just bit it.
Baez at second base, shades up the middle of the outfield place.
Yeah. Try and get all the specs and about what he wants for it. How many miles?
Perez in center. Jemai Jones in right. The 3-1. Swing and a miss.
Or I could do that.
3-2. Bounce back. Deuce a swing. On the 3-2.
I mean, I know a lot of people ride, but I don't ride anymore.
He hits off at first.
Most of the people that I know that ride don't ride Hondas.
Left center field, deep and playable. Riley Green will give way to Wenzel Perez at left center. Nice job as he gets the ball in on one hop to Javi Baez to Hope Garcia at first. That was a good call. I like Wenzel Perez taking charge there. Riley Green heard him, peeled away. I think it's a much easier play for Perez to make that catch than the throw to Baez to hold Garcia at first.
Yeah, because Garcia was tagging and doing a good job of decoying, too, just to see where the throw was. But went about halfway, and that was definitely the play. Get Wenzel behind the ball, so he had a lot on the throw towards second base.
Brings up Adam Frazier, first pitch fastball at the belt. That has not been a strike all day. Called strike on Adam Frazier, the lefty, just above the belt. McKinstry about a step behind the bag at third and off the line. Sweeney at short, shades up the middle. Outfield plays his lefty to go the opposite way. Bat to ball skills, little power. The strike 1. Swinging a foul to the screen. Now Montero ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Picked up and at the trade deadline. This is his 3rd team this year. Houston, Atlanta, and now the Tigers. The 0-2, swinging a foul. Fastball.
All right, I got it. I'll look at it when I get a chance.
When he's right, feels like we saw it. You see it. A 4-seam fastball with a spin rate at 2,400 plus. It kind of catches your eye. You can do that. He did that 2 outings ago. The 0-2. Soft ground ball up the middle. Sweeney will charge, glove it. There's no play at second. He throws to first, and it just got Frazier. Very close off ground ball. Sweeney made the right choice. They're looking to get Garcia at second base. He's there with 2 outs. I'll leave it up to Jonathan India.
You just see, too, just
Okay, got it.
with Montero working ahead like that, getting ahead, it
Messing
opens
up my
up
map
that
here.
split finger, because that pitch, that's got good action to it. And just because he was working ahead with Frazier, he was able to throw that split finger. He had to guard against it and have that soft contact to shortstop.
Big runner to Strand at second base. Fastball low and away to Jonathan India. 1 for 3 today with a walk. Single and a walk in the game yesterday. It was 1 for 7 in the first 2 games. Stavez almost surely coming on the closer for Kansas City. The 1-0. Fastball up 2-0 on Jonathan India. Stavez has been a pretty decent role. It has given up runs in 3 different outings this month and scoreless his last 4. Very steady in that closer's role. 2-0, swinging a tap foul. But he's given up multiple runs in 2 of his outings this month, and he'll be facing the top of the order. Perez, Carpenter, Torkelson, Green, Diegler. 2-1, the count on Jonathan India. 10-8 Kansas City in the 9th. The 2-1. Splitter misses down and away. 3-1 on India. He's going to make it throw him a strike.
Yeah, they just can spit on that splitter when they're behind in the count like that, and it's just starts off knee high, and they just know that's going to be that splitter. I'm just going to let it go. It's going to be low.
3-1, fastball, bottom rail for a called strike 2. Walk, fell behind Salvador Perez 3-0, got the fly ball. Got ahead of Frazier 0-2, got a weak ground ball. Fell behind India 3-1, now it's 3-2. 10-8 Royals are in the 9th. Montero trying to strand a runner at second base.
I got it.
Will surely score Garcia, the 3-2 up and in. He walked it. One thing, if you want to be a late inning leverage reliever in this Tigers team, you have to be able to throw strikes. Have a pinch runner, Tyler Tolbert will pinch run at first for Jonathan India. Two outs for Kyle Isbell. 1 for 4 today. Big 2-run single in this game. Fastball just above the belt, ball 1. Tigers had a 7-6 lead. Loop single, fly ball double, put runners at second and third. That was against Jack Flaherty to start the 6th inning after the Tigers had just taken the lead. Infield in tight. Holton came out and Isbell just bounced one off the glove of Zach McKinstry. Fly ball softly to left field. Riley Green over and in toward the line. He's there. He makes the catch. Kyle Isbell soft. Fly ball to left. Last shot for the Tigers to the bottom of the 9th.
All right, be right back.
The home of Detroit Tigers baseball presented by Meyer.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM Sunday,
5 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Cookout Southern 500 from Darlington Raceway on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and the SiriusXM app. For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race. Plus, 2 hours of post-race coverage on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90.
Every night after the final out, the Round Trip Roundup brings you the scores, highlights, and analysis from every game across Major League Baseball, all in less than 30 minutes. Swung on and missed strike 3 and a no-hitter. It's the perfect way to get caught up on all the night's biggest home runs and best performances. And a high drive, deep right center. It's the Round Trip Roundup on MLB Network Radio every night on SiriusXM Channel 89 and every morning on the SiriusXM app.
This is Michael Breed. Ryder Cup captain Keegan Bradley has 6 captain's picks to make, and you can hear that press conference live on Newbury to Golf.
That is a win for the Americans.
Find out who those 6 players will be on Wednesday, August 27th at 11 a.m. Eastern.
It's an honor of a lifetime for me to lead this U.S. team. We're definitely going to take the 12 best players, wherever that shakes out.
Listen to PGA Tour Radio, and coming up this September, SiriusXM's Ryder Cup Radio returns on Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
In season or out of season, the number one place for college sports is SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, of the Detroit Tigers.
Final line for Jack Flaherty in this game brought to you by Fargo Law. All they do is win. 8 runs on 10 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and 5 innings of work. Tigers are down 6-1. Came back to make it a 7-6 game. Tigers took the lead. Royals take a 10-8 lead to the bottom of the 9th. The guy that the Tigers, never scored a run off of, which means they're due. Davis, the closer for the Royals, takes over on the mound.
Davis got that good four-seam fastball. All right. And the slider, left-handers will see pretty much four-seam fastball, change-up slider, right-handers, four-seam fastball, and slider. Leads the American League currently in saves.
So Perez takes first pitch fastball strike. It's not a lot of swing and miss. It's just really good pitching, meaning it's low batting average, low power numbers against some of the best opponents' numbers in terms of being low production of his career. He's been outstanding the last 2 years. Philadelphia's closer last year. Kansas
I'm not making shit hourly.
Swinging a foul right below my partner. 1-2. One base runner brings a potential tying run to the plate. Until Perez, Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Torkelson here in the 9th inning. Lefties have the edge against him. Higher batting average and what power.
Raising Canes.
Has been mostly by lefties. The 1-2. Fastball up and away. Swings the right leg around as he finishes his delivery. Tolbert stays in the game. He's in left field. Frazier moves to the infield. He's at second base. Ray goes to right field from left field. Tolbert, Isbell, Ray from left to right. Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., Frazier, and Pasquantino from third over to first. The 2-2. Swing and a foul. That's a heck of a foul. Breaking ball up and away.
Boy, how big is it just to get Wetzel on the base somehow? Just right out this at bat. Lead it up.
Ground ball wide of first. Diving stop by Pasquantino from a knee. Strong, accurate throw to a.
This first order is guaranteed a lot more than I've made at all the others. Yeah, as soon as I switch to per order.
Yeah, we've been talking about him swinging the bat well in this series, and he dove for that ball, got it, and calmly just got to his knees, found his step.
Fuck that early,
Gave him a nice beat, chest high, so he could just jog over to first base to get that first out. That's well done.
Tigers have seen Estevez in different uniforms from the Angels to Philadelphia to Kansas City. He's now worked 10 innings in his career against the Tigers. We're 9 1/3 now with that out. No runs allowed on 6 hits. No earned runs, I should say. He scored 4 runs off him a couple of years ago. Carpenter takes the first pitch, breaking ball strike. Left side of the infield shifts to the right. The outfield plays Carpenter the other way. The strike one. Check swing. Went too far. Slider in the dirt. Carpenter 1 for 11 in the series. Softball single in the game today. One base runner brings a potential tying run to the plate. 10-8 Kansas City. We're in the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, I mean, it's because
Stevens works from the stretch third base side.
when I'm getting paid hourly, if there's the quick runs like I've been doing, I don't get paid shit for them.
On 98.
This one order is going to be almost half. or more than half of what I made already on the other 4 orders. Three orders.
And thinking about, okay, that's all I've seen is that 98 right down the middle. But boy, those first 2 pitches just set up that fastball.
Torkelson at the plate. He swings and pops it up. Will it be playable? Yes, it will. Pass Tito down the right field line. Makes the catch in foul territory. And the Royals take the finale here in Detroit.
Okay, we won the series.
Big early, took the lead, but then the Royals come from behind to get the win. Our final score, Kansas City Royals 10 and the Detroit Tigers 8.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you can
hopefully this is ready when I get there, because literally a 2-minute difference between my arrival at the store and the pickup time.
Feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
I'm Attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience
Fucking idiot Tesla. He's not going to let me turn right here.
Or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Michigan's first family of law. This is your sign to get a large 2-topping Crazy Crisp pizza for $6.99 when you order online from Little Caesars. It's fate that you're hearing about this delicious.
I get graded on this too, and it's, even if it's not my fault, even if the store's running slow, it goes against my rating, which kind of, I don't think it's fair, but what the fuck you gonna do?
Pizza. Offer available for a limited time online only.
Right here by the wing place.
Promo code Just Crust Us online or via the Little Caesars app at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. See our website or app for more information.
Detroit Tigers postgame.
All right, be right back.
Detroit Buick AMC Dealers broadcast booth. Here are Dan Dickerson and Dan Petrie.
Tigers lose by the final score of 10-8. A wild one with the Kansas City Royals. These two teams do not play wild ones like this very often, Dan, but offense was the story of the day. Two starters, both have been pitching well of late. Neither one could get many outs today, or at least not very effective in their respective starts. Jack Flaherty and Seth Lugo.
You know, just it was a wild game, but a good game. You know, just because the Tigers scored first, and you're thinking, oh man, there they go. That's the knockout punch. And then right after that, it was just the 6-run third inning that just was, the big key. But the Tigers, it's just like they don't give up. And then they scratch and claw back, and you're going, you know what? Here we go. They're going to find a way to win this thing.
Yeah,
and just
took
came
the
up
lead.
short. Yeah.
They took the lead. You felt like, okay, that's it. Tigers going to come away with the sweep of the Kansas City Royals. Royals take the finale by the final score of 10-8. Stat of the game, not sure there's one number that jumps out. I do think the combined final line of the two starters is kind of stunning. 9 1/3 for Flaherty and Lugo combined, and they give up 14 runs on 16 hits. Flaherty's outing just a little bit disappointing, Dan, just because of the way he had pitched to start the homestand against Houston.
Yeah, it was, because you just thought it was so good. And again, 7 innings for the first time as the Tiger, which I thought was kind of surprising. Shut out of a first-place team, and I know they weren't scoring a lot of runs, but he just looked so good.
Oh, my God. All the way to downtown Toledo.
What was it, 7 hits?
And I know the fucking address, too.
No, and it was everything that he was throwing up there. It was the curveball got spanked around. Then it was the fastball. Then it was the slider. Just couldn't come up with the big pitch to get out of that inning to keep that big inning from getting away from him.
That's why it was so
Tigers lose by the final score.
paying so well, because I'm driving my ass off to run this out.
The Detroit Tigers. Player of the game brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, the official grass seed of the Detroit Tigers. The hometown guy, one-time Tiger, native of Wyandotte, John Schreiber, worked an inning and a third, and it was at a big moment in the game. It was 4 up, 4 down. The Tigers had just taken the lead in the first inning with 3 runs. He got the last out of that inning.
Knowing where I'm taking it, it's probably not, but it is what it is.
With that inning,
All you gonna do?
4 down, his team then rallied.
I'm just trying to figure out which way to go.
Big hit of the game is brought to you by Little Caesars. Order online for delivery.
Trying to get my mapping to connect. Okay, there it goes.
Much like Zach McKinstry had a big hit with a line drive that just deflected off the glove of Michael Garcia. Third big hit in this game, Kyle Isbell facing Tyler Holton, infield in tight. Holton beat the ball in the ground right by home
Yes,
plate.
I know this place.
The infield in, the ball just got off the glove of Zach McKinstry into left field. That scored 2 runs, and that was the hit of the game. Tigers 7-6 lead. They just come from behind, turned into an 8-7 lead for Kansas City, and they didn't lose it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You just think that Tyler Holton was in that game for that reason, just to kind of get to that point where pick up, not.
Why does it want me to go this way? Oh my God, it's gonna have me take Anthony Wayne Trail all the way. Ugh.
It's just one of those weird little things.
ETA's 5 p.m. What's it saying? 5:04. Jeez.
Gloves and everything, but that was definitely against the game for Kansas City.
10-8, Kansas City wins it. Tigers still finish the homestand 5-1. Now go on the road 6 in Sacramento against the Athletics and 3 against these Kansas City Royals next week in KC. Stay with us. More postgame after this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Baseball season is here, and that means one thing. It's time to fire up the grill and knock dinner out of the park with Hatfield Pork. Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins and pork loin fillets have the home run flavor your whole family will love. Don't strike out with anything less. Load up your plate, put pork on your fork, and bring home the taste of summer with Hatfield. Visit simplyhatfield.com for recipes and to find a retailer near you. Hatfield, better care, better pork. People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve.
Oh, my game didn't go well.
It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mipriority.com/affordability today.
America's favorite place to watch sports just got even. And let's not forget Niall. He never picked up a phone. He never made one phone call. He never. While Putin was amassing troops and military equipment on the Ukrainian border.
Yeah, that's exactly the case. And also, let's not forget that Barack Obama, when he was president, refused to actually send any defensive weapons to the Ukrainians, whereas President Trump did do so during his first presidency. There is a remarkable contrast, I think, between the kind of grit and determination that we're seeing from the U.S. presidency today with the absolutely useless approach taken by both Biden and Obama previously. So America certainly is back on the world stage right now.
Let's go.
What is your take, Gordon Chang?
10 miles.
A China question involving this. Because
they are. But, I mean, we won the series. Tigers won the series. Not we. I wasn't playing. But
commitment to NATO.
So we as fans do. We say we.
I do think the European trade deal, with nearly $1 trillion in committed monies for American energy, rather than Russian energy, played a role. I do believe the 50% tariffs that the president put on India played a role.
They went 5-1 in that homestand, so they're 8-2 in their last 10 games. So not too bad.
Playing a big part in it, but one has to wonder if the president.
Looks like Cleveland was losing too, so they're not going to gain any ground on them unless that turned around.
Yeah, I agree with all of that, Sean. With regard to
At the beginning of the day, they were up 11.5 games on Cleveland. So.
And the reason is that they believe that if the war continues, the U.S. is not going to pay as much attention to China in East Asia. And we know
much better August so far than it was in July. July blew.
When he was talking to
right around the
EU foreign policy.
Midway mark and the All-Stars.
They don't want Russia to lose the war in Ukraine because
They let them get to within like 5 games.
In the U.S. Well, if you just extrapolate a little bit, it means that if the war in Ukraine ends, the U.S. is going to be paying attention to China in East Asia. So I think the Chinese are fueling this.
Go, Arrow! Let's go! Shit!
They believe they get a real advantage, and they've been supporting Russia across the board, including providing soldiers to the Russians. So this is all-in support on the part of Beijing for the war.
God, these people are fucking slow.
I know that people don't like the way I'm describing.
Almost fucking didn't get that light. Oh my! I'm not gonna get the next one though.
And that's gonna be.
Ugh.
Yeah. In terms of land transfers and probably a fairly dramatic increase in land that is taken over by Putin. I mean, there's a certain percentage now of Ukraine that Vladimir Putin has complete control over. I would imagine most, if not all of it, stays with him. And I say that with a heavy heart because I don't like to reward bad behavior, Niall. But, you know, the Donetsk region, for example, is about half and half. And I'm not sure what happens to that region. Donbass is another area where I think there's some question marks and a few other coastal areas. But if, in my view, in the end, if this war continues, how many more people are going to end up losing their lives? Number one, innocent people, women and children being targeted by Putin. And let me be clear, I think Putin's a murdering dictator thug. I have no admiration for Vladimir Putin. But if you do want the war to come to an end, that's the only way in reality I see it happening. What is your
messaging the customer? I'm saying, I gave an ETA and I said, she said, no worries, drive safe. I said, smells good. It does. I don't know what the hell she got. Let me see.
With Ukraine, and
weaponry
will be sold
a bootable
by the United States and other countries. I think
she must be a vegetarian.
That certainly Ukraine didn't have prior to this.
Sweet potatoes, spinach, quinoa, black beans.
And if Ukraine is
come on
to give up the Donbass region to Russia as Putin demands. Then
anything to get that tip, right? Chat them up. Chickpeas, red salsa. I don't even know what this is. Cotija, K-O-T-I-J-A, cotija. Tortilla strips, green OMG sauce. And, oh no, and chicken.
will decide to stop fighting, albeit if there is
it's called Core Life. It's like really healthy bowls. They do like rice bowls and salad and salad type bowls.
British and French ground forces in Ukraine protect.
She also got like a green like shake or whatever it is. It's like a mixed up green shake.
For example, but this would not be a NATO operation. So quite a
I didn't see who that was that asked me. Hey babe.
That may actually succeed.
But I literally I picked it up on fucking Conant, and I'm delivering it to Ohio Link on downtown Toledo. I switched over to per call, and now I got in the long distance one, so now I'm going to get stuck in Toledo. We'll see. Yeah, no, we haven't.
Talking about these children, and I think that part of any kind of peace deal is encourage that these children, Ukrainian children, be returned back home to Ukraine.
Yeah, it's
where they
minimum of $12 though, so we'll see.
Of Vladimir Putin.
I'm out of sync on these fucking lights though.
I completely agree with you. I really do. However, Zelensky has been.
I think I'm going to catch them all now.
Over again, that they're not going to give up any land. He said it's impossible. If that is his position, then this is going to be a fight to the finish, in my view, and there's going to be a lot more death between now and the end of this war.
Wonder if it's a resident or if it's a staff member there.
The challenge for Zelensky, of course, is to be able to continue fighting against far bigger adversity, but also at a time when public opinion inside Ukraine is moving further and further into support of the negotiated.
Not heard of Core Life? Yeah, it's like healthy eating.
So immense challenges for Zelensky in Ukraine.
It's kind of expensive, actually. I'm sure she's paying big bucks to have it delivered all the way from fucking Maumee to downtown Toledo. I'm gonna get stuck in the suck here in Toledo, though. Lovely staff. Yeah, I don't know what kind of restrictions they keep on them anymore. I know they don't do the feds there anymore. Yeah, I'm out of sync on these lights. I'm gonna catch them all.
No, we'll see. What is your take, Gordon? I mean, is Zelensky really that, dug in as it relates to any concessions?
I don't know.
The land?
They're connected. I know plenty of people that came out and instantly were making bank. You know how that goes. Yeah, but it's probably staff. You're right.
Does enforce its sanctions and cuts off money to the Russian war machine, then we could be having very different conversations.
We weren't even allowed to have phones when we were in there.
Remember, Sean, that during the Cold War, we did not recognize Soviet sovereignty over the three Baltic states. And lo and behold, those three states, Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, are now considered sovereign, and they're actually members of NATO. Because these untold events can occur, such as the collapse of the Soviet Union, and we could see a collapse of the Russian Federation as well. So there's a lot going on here, especially because Putin doesn't want to ceasefire.
Oh yeah, it's green way up there. It'll be red by the time I get there. Yep. I'm going to start coasting now.
During that fighting, there's a lot of uncertainty. So there might be terms which we do not think are possible, but could be, especially if the United States doesn't cause those sanctions and enforces them rigorously, along with the European Union and our other partners.
At the end of the day, this
get up to that red light. Go ahead.
Zelensky and Europe decision.
Dumbass.
Is it not now?
Yeah, I think so. And this is a matter of Ukrainian sovereignty and self-determination. Ultimately,
it is a halfway house.
Will have to be made by Ukraine directly with
that was actually a resident of.
Facilitating a likely trilateral summit in the weeks ahead. But
got people piling up behind me getting pissy, but they don't realize that it doesn't matter. If you go over the speed limit, you're going to run into a red light every time. You got to actually go a little slow. Start catching them green.
Ramp up the pressure on Moscow at this time, and President Trump has spoken about severe consequences for the Russians.
I see it's red.
I think we need to hear a lot more of that messaging being put forward by the United States in the coming days and weeks. After all, this is a Russian war of aggression against Ukraine. Russia's the invading force, and Russia needs to end the war. And so U.S. pressure on Russia must be significantly increased further.
I get it, brother.
And if necessary, severe economic sanctions have to be imposed on the Russians. And we should bring the Russian economy to its knees. If Vladimir Putin doesn't want to end the war, so all options have to be on the table.
No, I agree.
This van keeps switching lanes behind me in this white car.
Now, Gordon, good to hear your voice again. Gordon Chang, always good to hear your voice also. 800.
Hurry up, get up to that red light.
The Sean Hannity Show, a thermonuclear MMA assault on fake news.
Oh, you ordered Wendy's anyway? Hurry up, get up to the next red light.
For us to be able to have a platform to share the music that we love, the music that we create.
Oh, believe me, I know. And he's going to get gigged for it, too. Yeah, that's the one that everybody was high that the first day I started. Remember? I told you about that?
42 in the SiriusXM app, August 29.
See website for details.
They were missing stuff, and I tell them I had to go through the bag just to make sure because they had fucked it up.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? You need some extra cash.
You should do what my friend from work did. She went to billshappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
Billshappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types and up to $5,000.
Yeah, when you're going this way on the trail, if you're not in sync with the lights, you're fucked.
Super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. Billshappen.com.
This fucking motorcycle's swinging in between traffic, thinking he's going to get somewhere.
I went to billshappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to billshappen.com. That's billshappen.com. Billshappen.com.
Lenny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just
Oh,
months.
this guy seems like
cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero
actually trying to keep us from catching this light green.
My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me. I want to make sure they can stay in the house.
She seems like it.
Go to college if I'm not around. Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. That's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. I needed to know my family would be financially secure if the worst happened. Honestly, I keep putting this off. It seems like a huge hassle. Ethos made it easy. I got it done in about 10 minutes all online. No medical exams, just had to answer.
We're doing 36 and a 50 here. This person has nobody in front of them.
It's affordable. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. And Ethos can get you your lowest rate across their trusted carriers. It will give you some peace of mind. I know I
fucking Michigan plates.
I never realized
probably high as motherfucker.
That simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/apply. That's ethos.com/apply. Ethos.com/apply. Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Have you heard about the remarkable promise of stem cell therapy? Ethical, science-driven treatments are offering real hope for people facing forefront of this breakthrough field is Bespoke Biologics, online at bespokestemcell.com. With over 15 years of experience,
jumping on 75.
Bespoke Biologics provides personalized first-class experience, all from one trusted name. Bespoke Biologics, destination medicine at its finest.
They do.
BespokeStemCell.com.
But you can't do it while you're driving down the road.
Your path to a healthier, stronger.
You can't drive while intoxicated, just like alcohol.
It's an interesting time for business. Tariff and trade policies are dynamic, supply chains squeezed, and cash flow tighter than ever. If your business can't adapt in real time, you're in a world of hurt. You need total visibility.
See that guy that was weaving in all the calls between all the cars, the motorcycle? Look at him. He's going to run this light, though. Ooh, right through the red light. He wants to die.
NetSuite is the #1 cloud ERP for many reasons. It brings accounting, financial management, inventory, HR into one suite. And with AI embedded throughout, you can automate a lot of these everyday tasks, letting your teams stay strategic. NetSuite helps you know what's stuck, what it's costing you, and how to pivot fast. It's one system, full control. Tame the chaos with NetSuite. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, download the free ebook, Navigating Global Trade, 3 Insights for Leaders at netsuite.com/nation. That's netsuite.com/nation.
You get your podcasts.
Ooh, Band on the Run. So was it worth running that light, homie?
We'll get your calls on the other side of this half hour. I know a lot of
Love it.
Want to weigh in on all the events of the day and what's going to happen here. The one thing I just want to put emphasis on is you got to pause here you got to put blame. How did we get in this situation? Well, clearly Biden's weakness didn't help. A minor incursion didn't help. Certainly, Europe not taking seriously the threat of Russia, not developing a relationship with Vladimir Putin. I mean, there wasn't even any attempts at all. And here is the U.S. under Donald J. Trump, who has the least to gain in all of this, any peace deal. I mean, we're going to be fine as a country, whether they're killing each other or not, but investing a lot of political capital in trying to get to a solution, which, is certainly seems within the realm of possibility. And I hope for the sake of innocent people
Well,
that
that's
will
nuts.
otherwise die that we get there. Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll hit the phones later on. Lindsey Graham's take on this and much more. 800-941-SEAN if you want to be a part of the program. As we continue on what is a busy News Monday, straight ahead. This is the best of the Sean Hannity Show. Don't forget, stay tuned for more right after the latest news right here on 2,400 customers without power.
That's at least 15 minutes from the house, too.
Expected to be without power for
You can message him and tell him it's okay.
People without power in Cleveland, Ohio.
That way he feels better, even though he's still going to get gigged on it. You'd be lucky if he doesn't unassign himself.
And they're getting worse. If you don't have a backup
Because after a 10-minute wait,
gas generators, they're loud, smelly.
you can unassign yourself without getting gigged, but you gotta put in for it when you first get there.
Generator for My Patriot Supply is different.
For a while, I started doing it to everybody, almost every order.
And it's safe to use indoors. Best of all, My Patriot Supply is offering an incredible deal for listeners of this station. When you go to mypatriotsupply.com and order a Grid Doctor 3300, they'll include a free expansion battery that doubles your backup power at no additional cost. Go to mypatriotsupply.com now and get prepared. That's mypatriotsupply.com.
Do you really own your wealth, or are you just borrowing it from Wall Street and big banks? I'm Colin Plume, CEO of Noble Gold Investments, and I believe we're entering in a new economic stage, the asset era. In a world where everything is borrowed, rented, or leveraged, owning real assets has never mattered more. The simplest way to hold your wealth in the physical form, gold and silver. We offer control, stability, and something most investments can't, true ownership. At Noble Gold, we help investors
homeless down here.
wealth into solid physical assets like gold and silver. Whether you're protecting your retirement or making your first investment, we'll guide you every step of the way. NobleGoldInvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. NobleGoldInvestments.com, because paper wealth can vanish or be inflated away, but real assets, they last, they protect. And in the asset era, ownership is everything. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risk. Consult with your tax attorney or a professional before making the investment decision.
In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick two. Well, you can have all three at the same time. That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have, since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high availability, consistently high performance environment and spend less than you would with other clouds. How is it faster? OCI's block storage gives you more operations per second. Cheaper? OCI costs up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better? In test after test, OCI customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. Right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Head to oracle.com/patriot. That's oracle.com/patriot.
All right. Well,
This is Patriot. But today we celebrate the core values
she looked like a
this country. Freedom,
definite hippie.
hard work, risk-taking, and above all, we trust in Almighty God.
Conservative principles live here. Sirius XM.
Why is this fucking screwing up? Won't let me confirm the orders.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Mary Rose. President Trump continues to express frustration that Putin-Zelensky talks haven't been scheduled yet. White House correspondent Craig Clugston reports.
Several days after announcing he had begun making arrangements for Russian President Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky to meet, the president is unhappy with the pace of peace efforts.
I think over the next 2 weeks, we're going to find out which way it's going to go.
and I better be very happy. On Friday, Russia's top diplomat made clear that Putin won't sit down with Zelensky until
Yeah, it was definitely staff.
Greg Clugston, the White House.
The pro-energy
This wants me to head toward Dietz.
is asking the
Whatever
Justice
the hell that
Department
is.
to take a closer look at Democrat efforts to turn judges green, allegedly by inviting them to luxury seminars. The group's executive director, Daniel Turner, says all they want is more transparency.
I'm nowhere near Napoleon now. I would have to pause for about 40 minutes. Napoleon's not that busy. It's just that on Friday nights maybe a little bit, but I learned my lesson. I'm not going to. I mean, I'll stop and do a couple on the way through there sometimes, but I'm not going to purposely try and do orders out there.
New York and North Carolina
Wasn't worth it.
begun reopening beaches that had
Was
been
not worth it.
Hurricane Aaron. The storm sent strong winds and dangerous waves across the U.S. East Coast. In North Carolina's Outer Banks, Highway 12 on Hatteras Island opened Saturday.
Dietz, D-E-E-T-S. It's a barbecue place. Dietz. Oh, this is commissary.
Huh. Governor Kathy Hochul announced that beachgoers could swim again.
We'll see. It's supposedly busy up there, so I'm going to go check it out.
Some restrictions remain at other beaches.
It's like 6 miles away.
The Outer Banks vulnerable to erosion.
On the app, it says it's. Oh, shit.
More on these stories.
One behind me. Oh, it fucking wants me to go here. What the fuck? Oh, I know where it is. It's like Oregon area.
Pain, those future memories can be stolen. Here's a thought. Try Relief Factor. Let's see if we can get you out of pain. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free daily supplement.
Yeah, but it says Dietz Commissary LLC. I wonder if that's just what they call themselves.
The best part of all, Relief Factor never masks the pain. It helps reduce or even eliminate it for good. Whether it's doing what I do, whether it's kayaking on a lake, running around with the little ones, or just chilling in the hammock with a good book, Relief Factor can help you feel better, move better, and do more of the things you love all summer long. So if you're ready to reclaim your summer and make some amazing memories, head over to ReliefFactor.com and give them a call at 800-4-RELIEF. 800-4-RELIEF. Do it now and get their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. That number again, 1-800-4-RELIEF. 800-4-RELIEF. Fight pain naturally with Relief Factor.
President Trump is calling national security and privacy concerns related to TikTok and its Chinese parent company highly overrated. He said he'll keep extending the deadline for the popular video sharing platform until there's a buyer. Congress approved a U.S. ban on TikTok and
that's the federal courthouse to the right.
Sold its controlling stake.
Their new gated parking area.
Extended the deadline 3 times during his second term.
They've expanded it big time here in Toledo.
His comments followed the White House starting a TikTok account this week. China has released a new interim measures to tighten controls on mining and processing of rare earths that are used in many high-tech products, including electric vehicles, smartphones, and fighter jets. The rules released on Friday by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology apply both to rare earths originating in China
Ohio 6th District Court of Appeals.
Breaking news and analysis.
You know what I love about the country that we have, in addition to it being the longest running constitution in the history of nations, that we have.
So it was just a district court. Now it's also got a court of appeals right next to it.
Americans truly appreciate the opportunity to elect new people to office at every level, from your mayor all the way up to the president of the United States.
Yeah, this is taking me down by Oregon, over by Oregon. No.
Senator Dick Durbin. And now Dick Durbin has a new scheme, a government takeover of your credit card. Today, consumers have thousands of choices in credit cards, all with equal, strong security. But Durbin's plan is less competition and less security. And that means more risk for your credit and your identity. Tell Republicans in Congress, stop Dick Durbin's takeover of your credit card before it's too late.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one.
Really? The federal courthouse? Really? Usually the feds don't mind spending money on new shit.
Starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
Did not believe how my hearing in life changed. Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly, and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works in all your options.
Go over the high-level bridge here. Usually it makes my Android Auto go out temporarily.
That's 800-420-2255.
But it usually comes right back on.
Now, back to the best of Sean Hannity.
Large single-span bridge.
And it is a big day. I think either way it's a big day. But if we get this solved, it's a really big day because we're going to save a lot of lives. Do you then decide, okay, we're going to use mustard gas as civilians? What Trump ordered Abbott to do in Texas is mustard gas in our democracy. And the perception of the Biden presidency is just a weak and ineffective presidency. But the fact of the matter is, his legacy is Donald Trump came back.
This guy's a fucking idiot. Fucking idiot, man.
Sean Hannity Show, 800-941-SEAN is what number you want to be a part of the program. We've got to start with the news of the day and what Plan B might be. And I'm only thinking ahead. I mean, my hope is that if Putin and Zelensky get together and they have bilateral meetings that lead to a trilateral meeting with Donald Trump, that, maybe there'll be peace in Europe, and that would be the...
She looks like she's barely awake.
Donald Trump has had a hand in. That would be the best case scenario. However, what would Plan B be? What would Plan B look like if, in fact, as many suspect, might not really want this deal to happen? But I don't know the answer to that. Anyway, here's world leaders yesterday praising President Trump for his role in the Ukraine-Russia peace talks.
I really want to thank you, President of the United States, dear Lord, for the fact that you consistently worked to death.
Yeah, but that's the feds versus the county. That's, different budgets.
And from there, where we are today, and that is, I think if we play this well, we could have
This lady's fucking big.
The important day we face after 3 years and a half that we didn't see any kind of sign from the Russians.
I don't catch any orders over here. I am gonna pause and head for home.
Changing something has changed.
Home area anyway.
I think in the past 2 weeks, we've probably had more progress in ending this war than we have in the past 3.5 years. And I think the fact that we're around this table today is very much symbolic in the sense that it's Team Europe and Team United States helping Ukraine.
All right, and here is the president saying his motivation. What is his motivation? He wants to stop the killing about 7,000 people a week. Listen.
We've had a very successful day thus far. Important discussions as we work to end the killing and stop the war in Ukraine. We're all working for the same goal.
Supposed to be getting right back on the freeway. How am I going to do that?
Get this settled.
And then, of course, the president calls out the corrupt legacy media mob and their abusively biased coverage. But remember, no world leader, none, could have accomplished what he so far has been able to accomplish. That's meeting Putin in Alaska on Friday, having, all the European world leaders and Zelensky at the White House yesterday. And at least there's a window of opportunity to end the killing and end the war and bring peace to Europe, which would be in everybody's best interest.
Bet you this ain't going to be shit for a fucking...
To me, Joe Biden never picked up a call as Putin is amassing troops and military equipment on the border.
Yeah, well, I heard...
Just like,
I'm pretty far from there.
Biden when Crimea was annexed.
She should have just went and gotten it herself.
the most important thing is he never picked up the phone either and said, let's talk, let's see if we can find a negotiated settlement here. Only Donald Trump does it, and nobody in Europe bothered to do it either.
I wish I'd have gotten this order before I fucking
Good to have you back. Congratulations, sir, on the book. Let's
got
get
off
your
the
reaction on all this.
freeway.
I think we're just so grateful, I think, to have a president that has the strength and the courage to fight for peace. It's such a contrast from what we saw, you talked about it, the last 4 years, where there was no plan, there was no dialogue. And I think President Trump, one of his great legacies, certainly from his first term, was there were no wars. We weren't involved in any. That's a great legacy.
Fucking 10 items on this order.
He's trying to solve problems around the world. He's already got a great resume on that just in 6 or 7 months now. But this is the one now. I mean, who knows where this ultimately goes? But the idea that he would open up this conversation.
Mountain Dew Baja at midnight.
To meet with President Putin in Alaska, and then again,
cheesy milk, grilled steak burrito.
Zelensky, and you can just see in the room. This is what American leadership looks like. It's what's supposed to be.
Cheesy gordita crunch, grilled cheese burrito, nacho Bel Grande, fire sauce.
And convening people, the power to convene is an underrated power that the president has. President Trump is a master at this, and we'll see where this goes. But I think we should be very proud of our president that he's willing to go down this road here.
If you look at everything that the president is doing, I mean, we've talked about, for example, Azerbaijan and Armenia and Israel and Iran and Egypt and Ethiopia.
I ain't making shit on this order.
7 different peace deals that he's had a hand in. I'm not saying that he's responsible totally for it. Rwanda, the Congo, conflicts that have gone on for many, many years. And I asked him about this in my interview with him on Friday, and I said, how are you able to pull this off? He's tying everything into the economy and the trade deals that he's doing with these individual countries, which I think is pretty clever. And he seems to understand something that most American presidents have not understood, and that
There's
is
a couple of some of the things. Okay.
Of America's economy and the impact it has on all of these countries and their need to do business in the United States.
That's right. And I think I see this in the Senate and others. So many people really like
five fire sauce packets.
Flattered and all that. President Trump is really engaged, I think, in the real hard work of diplomacy, and he understands the levers of power. He understands that 40% of all the consumer spending in the world comes from the United States of America. And so one of the things that nobody ever adjusted from, Sean, after the Cold War ended, was that we had all these bad trade deals.
Yeah, gas shot up all around here.
By the United States. But President Trump has said, look, you guys need to kind of stand up.
I think we filled up the wife's tank already. Well, before we went to Ann Arbor and back, so we burned up half of it.
So you guys need to be more self-reliant, and also these terrible deals that we had to sort of protect you after you build up after World War II. That's a different era. So he's using that. He's going to them and saying, look, we're not going to get ripped off anymore. What can you do if you want to have access to our market? We're getting great deals. I was just at the state fair in Missouri. The farmers and the ranchers are really appreciative of the fact that they can now sell beef in Australia. Like, there's all these kind of things that are unfolding that the president understands what the levers are, not afraid to use them, and people respect that. You look at the respect that was in that room. They know there's a strong leader in charge of the United States of America.
All right, let's go see if this order's ready.
Good, which is to try to
look at everything the president's doing. Look at the economy, for example. I mean, the president has $15 trillion in committed monies for manufacturing. That's going to create a lot of high-paying career jobs for many Americans, but also things that impact our national security. Everything from rare earths and semiconductor chips and pharmaceuticals and automobile manufacturing is coming back. $15 trillion between companies and countries that are planning to invest in the next 4 years, and probably it will be expedited because of what was in the one big beautiful bill, which is 100% bonus depreciation that incentivizes companies to build out very quickly. So I think that's going to help the economy. I think his position on energy dominance and freeing up, fracking and drilling and also coal mining, that's going to help the economy. I think the biggest tax cut in American history, and no tax on tips or overtime, that's going to help the economy. Then you looked at the president has been able to secure our border, bring even, some stability and peace to D.C. and defund, dismantle no bail laws, and he's deporting illegal immigrants in the country. Pretty transformational, pretty big things. And I'm not sure we'll ever see this in our lifetime again. A president that just works around the clock and takes on every big issue and is willing to expend the political capital. I think most presidents would never dare go near Ukraine and Russia.
That's right. And you know, spent a lot of time with him, and I had to traveling around with President Trump, whether it's on Air Force One or Trump Force One. And what you're struck by as a man is his energy and his love for the country. You know, he's doing this because he really believes in America, and he thinks that he can, you know, help save it. And he is. I mean, you just rattled off a bunch of accomplishments just in 6 months. I was there in the White House Rose Garden there on Liberation Day, and I remember telling Jim Banks, who's another senator from Indiana, telling him just, we're never going to see anything like this ever again. I mean, his willingness to take this on. I mean, no president in my lifetime has been willing to do that. He's understood for a long time the deep connection he has with working class America, so-called flyover country. They know.
All right.
And there
Picked up in time.
But there's also this.
Let's try to get to the house in time.
Pride, a sense of patriotism that comes when we know that we have a leader that's fighting for America. We've had. And by the way, from a national security perspective, it's so important. You can't have 80% of the pharmaceuticals come from somewhere else. You can't have 90% of the chips, high functioning chips, come from somewhere else. You can't have 90,000 factories leave the United States of America. So what this is about is repositioning our economy so we're more resilient, we're more self-reliant, and we're going to continue to trade, and we're going to open up trade markets around the world. But if we're trying to build F-47s, which we are in St. Louis now, as like the next-gen fighter, we can't be relying on other countries for critical minerals to build those things, from iPhones to fighter jets. So he understands that intuitively, and he's actually using the tools necessary to bring those jobs home.
People have no idea how important rare earth minerals are towards our national defense. All right, quick break. More with Senator Eric Schmidt of Missouri. He has a new book out, by the way. It's called The Last Line of Defense. We have it up on Hannity.com. It's on Amazon.com, bookstores around the country. 800-941.
It's only 1.1 miles away, though.
Coming up as well as we continue. All right, so you're...
Even if they are cheap motherfuckers, at least it ain't that far of a delivery.
High-interest credit card debt. And you're never going to catch up if that's what you're doing. Call now. Get a free no obligation consultation. It's 866-615-9200. 866-615-9200. On the web, it's AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Chucky sure upset because we want to see where the money went.
Where's the money?
Maybe we should start with him. How about it, Chucky? Where is the dough? Sean?
1, 2, 3, listen on the arena and stadium shows.
Hangar twos and bars and theaters. And now she's back.
See, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little wireless charger so I can just start setting the phone down on it.
Live in LA for subscribers and
I remember what bag it's in.
Exclusive pre-show conversation.
Lainey Wilson.
Airing all weekend on the Highway, Channel 56, and the SiriusXM app.
Paid non-attorney spokesman. An important message for victims of asbestos exposure, even if you smoked. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung
Yeah, it's kind of a fast food as far as barbecue goes, but I never even made it there.
$30 billion in court-ordered
I got a Taco Bell order instead. That's just where they wanted me to stage.
Asbestos can be found at job sites and factories, and many workers were unknowingly exposed to dangerous asbestos fibers from the 1950s through the 1980s. The attorneys and staff working with the Victims Justice Group have decades of experience and fully understand the complexities of filing a claim to get you the maximum payment for your pain and suffering. If you or someone you love was diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer, even if you smoked, call now for a free consultation and get the help and financial compensation you deserve. Call our asbestos exposure helpline now at 1-800-778-6926. That's 1-800-778-6926.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me. Like losing a house or not affording college. Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too.
That's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
Can't
I
see
never
that
realized
fucking
it was
address is here.
Delivery. Call customer and arrange drop-off location.
What?
They added the following instructions. Ring doorbell and leave at front door.
Okay.
Ethical, science-driven treatments are offering real hope for people facing Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, heart disease, stroke recovery, rheumatoid arthritis, and more. At the forefront of this breakthrough field is Bespoke Biologics, online at BespokeStemCell.com. With over 15 years of experience, the medical team at Bespoke Biologics provides personalized, unparalleled care using advanced stem cell therapies, not only to address chronic conditions, but also to support anti-aging, immune strength, and overall vitality. And now, for a limited time, when you commit to a treatment plan, you'll receive complimentary luxury travel, including airfare and hotel, fully arranged just for you. That's right, world-class care and a first-class experience, all from one trusted name. Bespoke Biologics, destination medicine at its finest. Visit BespokeStemCell.com today. That's BespokeStemCell.com. Your path to a healthier, stronger, younger tomorrow.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's an interesting time for business. Tariff and trade policies are dynamic, supply chains squeezed, and cash flow tighter than ever. If your business can't adapt in real time, you're in a world of hurt. You need total visibility, from global shipments to tariff impacts to real-time cash flow. That's NetSuite by Oracle, your AI-powered business management suite trusted by over 42,000 businesses. NetSuite is the #1 cloud ERP for many reasons. It brings accounting, financial management, inventory, HR into one suite. And with AI embedded throughout, you can automate a lot of these everyday tasks, letting your
Hello? Hey, it's Norman DoorDash. It's at the front door.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
strategic. NetSuite helps you know what's stuck, what it's costing you, and how to pivot fast. It's one system, full control. Tame the chaos with NetSuite. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, download the free ebook, Navigating Global Trade.
Differing instructions. First, they want you to call, but then they want you to just ring the doorbell and leave it. It's like, dude.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. It definitely helps me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call
Best in
Optima
the business.
Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Fucking app is crashing on me now.
To start listening.
I'm gonna have to just reboot my phone, man. This fucking app is not acting right.
It's called The Last Line of Defense. Don't forget, we'll be getting to your phone calls after the bottom of the hour, 800-941-SEAN. Well, one other idea, the president brought it up in my interview in Alaska after the summit with Putin, but he brought it up in the pool spray yesterday, and that is that he wants Republicans to get on the issue of voting integrity. For me, it's a pretty simple formula. It's not really that complicated. Paper ballots, voter ID, signature verification, chain of custody, and cameras.
Now it's acting fucking weird on me.
Which I believe should be limited to the military and people that are sick. I think every state has to have updated voter rolls for every election. Partisan observers.
It didn't accept it when I completed the order. So now it's going to have me be fucking late.
And a winner is chosen, and we have integrity in the system. First, let me play the president's thing.
Is the app disconnected?
I'll ask you that question. I would love to see election reform. We have to do it. I don't know why we're not doing it now. If you bring it up, the Democrats don't want it. Look, the Republicans want it, but not strongly enough. I mean, they got to want it strong because it can't be. It's still somebody. You know, when you go to a really well-run voting booth, you go in. You have to hand a card, a picture of this or that. You don't have everything perfect. You get sent back. Go get it. It's very hard to do something fraudulent with a vote. Paper ballot. Mail-in voting, they give you boxes of stuff. You have no idea where they came from. This mail-in voting, you can't have a great democracy, republic. You can't have it. But maybe that's why we're going to end up with a communist mayor in New York. Anyway, get your reaction to it, and my list, I think, is as comprehensive as we need, and I think everybody can have confidence in the process and confidence in the integrity in terms of the results.
Well, I get credit for the delivery, but it's going to probably show that it was late because it wouldn't let me complete it.
Republicans have questioned the outcomes. So I would think in the
Took a picture and everything.
Elections, you know, those measures would go a long way to instilling integrity in the system.
Yeah, and Sean, this used to not be a partisan issue, which is kind of amazing. There was something called the Carter-Baker Commission about 20 years ago, and it came out with a recommendation of 10 things you could do to secure our elections. And limiting mail-in balloting was one of them. There's a lot of things. Voter ID is another one.
Yeah, that's crap. Anyway,
time for just sort of common sense.
I'm going to grab a bite somewhere around here.
Important to notice.
Oh, I should have gone that way.
It's just about power and control. And one of the things in the last line of defense, How to Beat the Left in Court, which is available on Amazon right now, the book that's launching today, is we took this on in Missouri. You know, Mark Elias came in 2020 for all these election laws, including in Missouri. We fought back and won. But he won in a few states like Georgia and in Pennsylvania, and their voting laws were upended to use COVID as a reason. We can't ever forget how dedicated the left is to upending America as we know it. You know, I brought the Missouri versus Biden lawsuit, the censorship lawsuit, taking the deposition of Elvis Chan, the FBI agent that was pre-bunking the Hunter Biden laptop story, taking the deposition of Anthony Fauci. This book, so people get an inside glimpse of what this terrain really looks like. The left is not only at the highest levels of government trying to censor speech, but also this kind of woke indoctrination in our schools. And we have to have the courage to stand up and fight back. President Trump, I think, has given Republicans one of the ways he's changed the party, Sean, and I'm so happy about coming from a working class neighborhood. I know you feel the same way, is the courage to fight. I think for a long time, we sort of lamented how Democrats were and all the things that they did. But now we have a leader who's stared down the lawfare, he stared down all these attacks, he came back, and for a comeback, he's winning, and that's a good reason for us all to continue to fight.
The last line of defense goes into everything from censorship in the digital age to opposition to the vaccine and mask mandates and
well, it used to be at rallies over there. Now it's a big B.
Border security.
It's crazy.
And separation of powers and the abuse of activist justices on the courts and the weaponization of government agencies, our Second Amendment rights. Anyway, it's called The Last Line of Defense. Senator Eric Schmidt, Missouri, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on the book. It's on Amazon.com. We'll put a link on Hannity.com, and it's in bookstores around the country. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. Talk to you soon.
800-941-SHOWN is that number if you want to be a part of the program. You are listening to the best of the Sean Hannity Show, and stay tuned. More memorable moments, interesting guests, and a lot of...
As a sports fan, I just want the games. Right now, it's practically a full-time job to figure out which bundle I need. With the SiriusXM app, it's tough bundling for me.
Hey, Jacob.
I don't have to go anywhere else to get every MLB, NFL, NBA, and NHL game. When there's a college game on, I just search for the school on the SiriusXM app. With the all-access plan and the SiriusXM app, I've got the sports world in the palm of my hand. No bundle required.
One big, beautiful bill just passed. Whether you love it or hate it, one thing's clear, it's going to shake things up. I'm Colin Plume, CEO of Noble Gold Investments. And when major legislation hits, smart investors don't react, they prepare. The current tax code is locked in, but by 2026,
it's gotten warmer.
Written to take more of what you've earned.
Well, it's supposed to be a high 74 today. It's already up to 78. It's been warmer since I left.
At Noble Gold, we help investors like you move out of vulnerable paper accounts into real physical assets like gold and silver, held in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. You have a short window between now and December 31st to lock in today's tax advantages and rollover opportunities. NobleGoldInvestments.com. Talk to a specialist today. NobleGoldInvestments.com. The sooner you act, the more control you have. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risk. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
Imagine relying on a dozen different software programs to run your business, none of which are connected. And each one more expensive and more complicated than the last. It can be pretty stressful. Now imagine Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on one platform, giving you peace of mind that your business is being taken care of from every angle. Odoo has user-friendly applications for CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and everything in between. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop depending on all those expensive, disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. Sign up today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
We've all seen a bad call. Phantom hold, mystery offsides, a catch that clearly hits the ground. The worst call, buying your game day cigars from some sketchy website. That's a bad call. At Famous Cigars, making the right call is easy. Thousands of premium brands in stock and shipped fresh from our huge on-site humidor, half the size of a football field. Go to famouscigars.com and get 25% off your order of $99 with the code SCORE. We've been in the game since 1939, so we know a lot about bad calls and bad cigars. Whether you're tailgating or savoring that fourth quarter comeback from your couch, do it with a cigar as bold as your team's spirit at a price that won't cause any interference. No bad calls, just great cigars. Save 25% at famouscigars.com. Code SCORE. Famouscigars.com. Code SCORE.
Famous Cigars does not sell tobacco products to anyone under the age of 21 or felony in your local jurisdiction, whichever is higher.
See if the left turn comes on first. I'm going to make a left turn here.
Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to need to take calls on the go. OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps for every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/patriot and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/patriot. openphone.com/PATRIOT.
Are you trapped in a high-rate mortgage watching your hard-earned money vanish every month? Stop. Right now at Loan Pronto, we're delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Our rate reduction home loan program is a streamlined, low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Lock in a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR and close in as little as 2 weeks. No appraisal needed in most cases. And here's the kicker. You can skip your next 2
I forgot the German American Festival's going on out here.
Call Loan Pronto now for your free no-obligation quote. We're one of America's
Mother-in-law's probably at it.
home loan companies with over 2,500 five-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Imagine lower payments, more money in your pocket.
Watch out for the drooks.
With a better mortgage.
Oh, rude.
555 the number 2 Pronto or visit loanpronto.com to lock in your new low rate and skip those next 2 payments. Don't let high rates hold you back. Call 855-2PRONTO or go to loanpronto.com right now. Equal housing lender. NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Selling your home? I'm ready to.
Oh, wow. They put a sheets in here right here, too. Holy crap.
Just for the chance to sell your home. Because I'm ready. Agents compete. They put their money where their mouth is.
Man, they're popping up all over the place around here.
Wallets in their mouths. But you get
Or downtown center.
And when agents have money on the line, they sell your home for.
I'm trying to figure. I think I'm gonna do some Culvers.
REDY.com or call.
Wife had Wendy's. I'm having Culver's. Oh, I almost got rear-ended just now. Signaled in plenty of time.
More of the best of the Sean Hannity Show coming up. Get your dose of independence.
I mean, every time I drive down a different road, there's another Sheetz. What's good is that they do a lot of door dashing out of Sheetz. So.
That we now have new police statistics. Now, remember, we learned a lot about D.C. because as soon as Donald Trump said that we cannot be in Washington, D.C., cannot be the number one, homicide capital in the entire world. In other words, in terms of countries and their capital cities, by far, Washington, D.C., with a rate of 41 per 100,000 homicides. The next closest would be...
Yeah, can I get a Butterburger cheese with bacon?
In terms of population. And so the president said enough is enough. And the
Just
president said that he
ketchup,
is
mayo,
going to
onion.
send in troops and National Guard troops to help fight crime in national...
We'll do the fries and a...
Well, the results in just a few short days are in.
What do you guys
New police statistics showing DC's violent crime rate plunging 22%.
Pepsi products, right? Or Coke products. Okay, a medium Coke.
Down a whopping 83%.
All right, anything else?
Nope. In the press, as we learned that Washington, D.C.,
at the window.
the little talking point was, no. Crime is down at a 30-year low.
Usually I get cheese curds, but...
From the police union and rank-and-file police officers that they've been cooking the books and classifying violent crimes as like misdemeanors and things just to look better and make the city look better than it actually is. Anyway, since the president got involved, announced he was deploying the National Guard to fight crime in our nation's capital, crime rates are plunging. Violent crime down a whopping 20%.
Yeah, concrete, yeah.
Down 46%. Car theft down.
Need to lighten it up a little bit. It sounds delicious.
Which have actually killed people in D.C. They're down a staggering...
We'll see how I feel after eating. Whether I still have room for some... I'll walk in and get some concrete if I need it.
Defending those sky-high crime rates that we know are altered on purpose, and keep complaining that the rights of criminals are being violated by police, and keep advocating for protesters who enjoy spitting on cops while throwing feces at them, because people who hate the police are now the Democratic Party's most loyal voters. Good luck with that. Good luck with every policy you've taken on. They're championing the rights of men.
People can't walk any slower.
They're championing they're not standing up for law-abiding citizens in our nation's capital. They don't believe in law and order. They continue to support defund, dismantle, no-bail laws. They don't want our border secure. They're the party of Abrego Garcia, not the party of enforcing the laws at our border. And as a result, they're at an all-time low in terms of their popularity. New poll out today shows, in fact, that Donald Trump, his popularity has surged 54%. Anyway, let me play for you this, and then we'll get to our friend Mike Lee of Utah. This is the Washington, D.C. crime report montage from 2025 before the federalization of police.
The shattered glass has been swept up.
None of these are in the shade.
The poster that lines the bus shelter at 7th and M Streets Northwest, just outside one of the entrances to the Mount Vernon Square metro station. Despite life-saving efforts, Eric Tarpanian-Jacob did not survive his injuries. He was an intern in the Capitol Hill office of Congressman Ron Estes of Kansas.
More than 140 shots fired in the Northeast community, sending parents crying when say that. Families of children having to run to safety as cars, homes, even a church were riddled with gunshots. Breaking news off the top at 11 tonight, a deadly double shooting in Northwest D.C. right near the FBI Washington field office and the Capitol Jewish Museum. Two separate shootings with two others.
We are following some developing news out of D.C. Police have been crisscrossing Northeast Washington today. They've responded to 3 different shootings just hours apart. Tragedy strikes again in the district, this time likely the youngest victim of gun violence in recent years. Tonight, a family is holding on to hope, praying that their 1-year-old daughter can survive.
Breaking news on this Monday morning. A man has been shot and killed outside a 4-star hotel near Union Station. This is along New Jersey Avenue in Northwest D.C.
I don't think I've ever had their chili.
his take on the federalization of D.C.
Look up the Toledo Area German American Festival. It's a pretty large event, actually.
It's a lot harder as a result of Donald Trump's push on the Democratic candidates that's going on right now against Trump cleaning up D.C. involves pretending that crime is not a problem, and that's not a problem in D.C. These are the same people who will see a carjacking and say, oh, that was somebody in a hurry to go visit their mother in the hospital, or who might see vandalism in the floor of graffiti and say, oh, it's just somebody practicing calligraphy. But let's look at the facts. This city has real problems. Our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., saw in 2023, the city reporting more homicides than at any time in the last 2 decades. Carjacking several tourist residents who don't want to see the lights are now at Facebook saying. Meanwhile, D.C. has a lack of
38, here's that for you.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
You too.
So organized crime rings in the city have exploited that and utilized juvenile offenders to engage in horrific violent attacks, knowing that they won't be punished as severely as others.
Yeah, 18 minutes to eat.
The perfect time to remind the American people that under the Constitution,
They give these cool ketchup packets. I don't use ketchup on mine. Usually that much anyway.
Washington, D.C. is different from any other city in this country because not only is it our nation's capital, but as a result of that, it's our nation's capital. The responsibility for it means the lawmaking exists within
I'm gonna move out of their spots.
the United States, and the power to administer those laws exists in the executive branch under the leadership of President Trump.
Let me ask you, because my understanding is that the president can assert this authority constitutionally for 30 days, then what happens?
Moving to
Whether to extend that or not. And would like all of Senate and Senate from the House, whether the Republicans or Democrats,
here.
to give him that power, assuming he gets it.
There's a wing stop over here too. Don't you know?
But nobody wants to go back to where we were just over a week ago. Because I posted on X last night, I'm like, and faced my Glee account.
Oh, I found a good shady spot to park in too.
Just last night. Hopefully about a part of town, not very far from where my office is, but a different neighborhood.
Chipotle.
Somebody is building every day when he goes to work. He gets out of the metro station, the nearest subway stop, to his office, and has to navigate through a minefield of human excrement, of trash, and human waste that's been left there by vagrants, people who are just allowed to live in the streets wherever. He said all of a sudden, for the first time ever that he can recall, he just doesn't have to navigate that. Nobody wants to go back to the way it was before. They want it clean and they want it safe. We shouldn't turn away from that.
If you look at it, I mean, Chuck Schumer,
I guess technically ours is too.
He used an expletive.
Actually 2 towns over, but they still deliver to our house.
Democrats will look
Costs too much though because it's a long delivery.
Help President Trump in his effort to clean up our nation's capital. You know, when Baghdad is safer, Mexico City is safer, El Salvador is safer, and all of these other countries, you know, you got to sit back and wonder what part of law and order and safety and security, what part of the crime problem in D.C. and the homicide rate in D.C. are they not understanding? And do they think there's some political advantage in not enforcing the laws of our country and the laws of our land? Is there some political benefit at this late stage, knowing the failure of defund, dismantle, and no bail laws that maybe we're not seeing? Because I don't see it resonating with the American people.
There's more to filth and danger inherent in a lawless city. For whatever
To deliver?
reasons I can't comprehend.
Well, that one I go to, they do pickups at. That's the closest one.
They feel good about themselves when they see it this way. Now, I still can't fully.
I mean, we're in White House. That's in Maumee. We got Waterville between us.
The world tends to judge a country in many respects
on the basis of a
I didn't ask for a double, but he gave me a double. I wonder if he charged me for a double. I didn't look.
showcases national ambition, and they're a source of pride for those countries. So if that's the case, and it is, then I might once judge the United States after visiting
It's huge burger.
D.C., particularly parts of Washington, D.C. that are lawless. They would be, they would understandably look at that and start to think of corruption, lawlessness, and lack of safety. And look, we're going to be in a much better place when people are safe.
Yeah, he charged me for a double.
In a safer place, the safety of that place affects all people. They'll live much better with no credit for it. We see right through them. If they can't get credit, and if it's being done by someone they hate, and they
No, I wasn't free.
then they will try
Looking
to
at the receipt.
that effort from succeeding. And I feel that's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, he charged me for a double.
With Utah Senator Mike Lee on the other side. Then we'll get to your phone calls coming up. 800-941-SEAN as we continue.
Oh, well. We'll eat it. We'll try anyway.
It is all we ask on the Sean.
Wife made me a good fried egg and cheese bagel this morning. I should have known by the price, but it's all right.
You're driving.
I think we got it.
They're honking. You're driving.
I was lurking in Jacob's stream earlier when I was getting ready to leave.
With SiriusXM comedy, they're honking. You're laughing. From the newest Netflix specials to the kings of Southern comedy, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. From uncensored Kevin Hart to clean comedy to quiet them kids. SiriusXM
Yeah,
comedy.
their fries remind me of White Castle fries. The crinkle cut.
Paid non-attorney spokesman. An important message for victims of asbestos exposure, even if you smoked. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer from exposure to asbestos, call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to a portion of the $30 billion in court-ordered trust fund money that has been set aside for mesothelioma or lung cancer patients and their families. Asbestos can be found at job sites and factories, and many workers were unknowingly exposed to dangerous asbestos fibers from the 1950s through the 1980s. The attorneys and staff working with the Victims Justice Group have decades of experience and fully understand the complexities of filing a claim to get you the maximum payment for your pain and suffering. If you or someone you love was diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer, even if you smoked, call now for a free consultation and get the help and financial compensation you deserve. Call our asbestos exposure helpline now at 1-800-778-6926. That's 1-800-778-6926.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
We used to have them all around here. I don't even know where the nearest one is around here anymore. They converted the nearest one to a Popeyes.
She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people
Like
with
ghetto Popeyes, too.
up to $5,000.
I don't think I've ever gotten a correct order from there. I used to love Popeyes, too, when I lived down in Louisiana, before it spread all over.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000.
Back in the 90s.
Cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history. Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
Have you heard about the remarkable
Lady waiting for her drug dealer.
stem cell therapy? Ethical, science-driven treatments are
Spooked
offering
her.
real hope for people facing Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, heart disease, stroke recovery, rheumatoid arthritis, and more. At the forefront of this breakthrough field is Bespoke Biologics, online at BespokeStemCell.com. With over 15 years of experience, the medical team at Bespoke Biologics provides personalized, concierge-level care using advanced stem cell therapies, not only to address chronic conditions, but also to support anti-aging, immune strength, and overall vitality. And now, for a limited time, when you commit to a treatment plan, you'll receive complimentary luxury travel, including airfare and hotel, fully arranged just for you. That's right. World-class
care, and a first-class experience, all from one trusted name. Bespoke Biologics, destination medicine at its finest. Visit BespokeStemCell.com today. That's BespokeStemCell.com. Your path to a healthier, stronger, younger tomorrow. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress. Chicago Senator Dick Durbin.
Dick Durbin.
Now Dick Durbin has a new scheme.
Credit card bill.
Takeover of your credit card. Today, consumers have thousands of choices in credit cards, all with equal, strong security. But Durbin's plan is less competition and less security. And that means more risk for your credit and your identity. Tell Republicans in Congress, stop Dick Durbin's takeover of your credit card before it's too late.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt.
Dog yapping somewhere. I don't know. Sounds like our puppy.
Helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation. Call 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com. Wherever you get your favorite shows.
Oh, it's right behind me. The yapping dog.
All right, we continue now. Senator Mike Lee of Utah is with us. We'll get to your calls coming up at the bottom of the half hour. 800-941-SEAN if you want to join us. Let me move on topics and let's talk about and get your thoughts on what happened on Friday with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, what happened yesterday with NATO and European leaders at the White House. And the next step seems to be, although I'm a little suspicious, I'm not sure if I would go in the same order as President Trump here, but they'd have bilateral meetings, Putin and Zelensky. I'm not sure they can be in the same room together without killing each other. And then if that goes well, then Donald Trump would be at the next meeting, and then hopefully peace in Europe. I think that would be a good thing for the world. The fact that Trump got all these people to come to Washington, I think, was something that only he could accomplish. I think that he got Putin at the table is something only he could accomplish. Do I trust any of them? I don't. I think Europe has been impotent in dealing with Russia, and I think they've also been naive and stupid. And I think they should have been having conversations with him over the years, and they never talked to him, just like Biden never talked to him as he was amassing troops.
German-American Fest.
Military equipment on the Ukrainian border.
GAF.
We're better off talking than not talking, but I'm not sure how this ends, but I do.
Trump has done over the last week has been nothing short of courageous and historic. The fact that he got President Putin to fly to the United States of America and to sit down with him for many hours was itself breathtakingly Sure, a house that's already on fire. Visualize Ukraine as a house already on fire. NATO has a type of insurance policy. You're saying, no, we're not going to sell Ukraine this insurance policy.
Yeah, it's a drunk fest.
We're going to give him the benefits of the insurance policy without him having to pay for it. That appears to be what the NATO Secretary General.
They do the barrel tossing and shit like that.
That is very dangerous. The minute we start doing that is not only insuring a house on fire, that is essentially putting the United States and all other NATO members in a real significant risk of direct conflict with Russia, which we're loath to engage in.
America under Donald Trump is not doing that. We're not going to get involved that way. Look, I'll tell you right now, if this doesn't work out, then there's a chance it won't work out. But if it doesn't work out, I can tell you how this is going to end. The president is going to put massive, sanctions on any country that does any business with Russia, and they're going to feel it financially. In terms of Ukraine, the president either will continue to sell them weapons or he may not, depending on how things unfold and who might be responsible for what. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, Senator, we do appreciate you. Senator Mike Lee, Utah, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Sean.
800-941-SEAN is our number. You want to be a part of the program. Maybe you have seen the recent surge in the price of silver.
Ugh,
now,
so full.
855-815-GOLD. Or just go to HannityGold.com. That's 855-815-GOLD. Or HannityGold, today. You are listening to the best of the Sean Hannity Show. Don't forget, catch the Sean Hannity Show weekdays right here on this station. And stay tuned for more. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United
notification.
States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved.
What kind of grade did you get on your draft?
They joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-909-4747. 800-909-4747.
So we've been going a couple hours.
800-909-4747. At Club Champion, the fitters are true masters of their craft. They undergo weeks of intense training before ever stepping into the fitting bank, ensuring every golfer gets a precise, personalized, and unmatched fitting experience. With over 60
trying to get done in time to resume my DoorDash without having to restart it.
Better golf, and no one does custom fitting like Club Champion. Book your fitting today at clubchampion.com. Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me. Like losing a house or not affording college.
Yeah,
that used to keep me up at night.
You're a funny guy, Dio.
I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/apply. That's ethos.com/apply. Reads me no monthly. Simple rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male. You didn't start a business to babysit your poorest performing employees.
Man, we got done just in time.
My business, so you don't have to. Hi, I'm Alan Jones, founder and
So
CEO
you don't
of
have
Bambi.
to.
I created Bambi so small business owners
Before
can
and
take
drop this
back
shit off in the
control of their
garbage.
business. Need to fire a poor performing employee who happens to now want 3 months off? Your Bambi HR manager will take care of that for you in your first week with us. You spend your time coaching your A players, we'll take care of the rest. I'm so confident that Bambi will help you focus on what you love about running your business that I'm offering a $1 trial for the service for your first month. Trust me, there are no limits to the amount of calls or questions you can get your Bambi HR manager. After your first month, just $20. Yes, $29 a month for companies of any size. Month to month. No hidden fees. Cancel anytime.
All right.
Month of Bambi for just $1.
Resume just in time.
And type Patriot under radio. Schedule your first call
Bing
with
bong.
HR manager right now. Go to BAMBEE.com Patriot Radio. This is Patriot. Conservative principles live here.
I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that. This is
Pull up the shade here.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Mary Rose. President Trump says he will fire a Federal Reserve governor unless she resigns.
Thanks, Dio.
White House correspondent Greg Cluxton reports.
The director of the agency that oversees mortgage giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac has urged...
Yeah, my son actually got the best one. Oh, shit. Good order. The fuck?
President Trump is vowing to take action unless she steps down.
$3.50 at fucking Walgreens. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Being bullied to step down, and that she takes any questions about her financial history seriously. Greg Cluxton, the White House.
President Trump is saluted,
including tips for 3 items.
National Guard troops deployed in Washington, D.C. to confront
We'll take it.
in the nation's
We're not doing nothing.
Senator Eric Schmidt, a Missouri Republican, urges states like his own who have a crime problem to ask the DOJ for assistance.
We've got an administration now that wants to provide help, and you can do that even in places like Missouri, even though Democrats represent St. Louis, they represent Kansas City, they represent Chicago, they represent New York. I think you can create it.
I don't know if I'll be able to make a left turn out of here.
The solution, and now we've got a new U.S. attorney that's coming in.
Good timing, though, huh?
A judge in Mexico says Mexican boxer Julio
Holy crap.
Jr. will stand trial over alleged cartel ties, but can await that trial outside of detention. The boxer's lawyer, Alvarez, confirmed that the court announced additional measures and granted 3 months of additional investigation into the case. Chavez, who had been living in the U.S. for several years, was arrested in early July by federal agents outside of his Los Angeles home for overstaying his visa and lying on an application to obtain a green card. He was deported by the U.S. on August 19th. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Living with everyday pain is like having a voice that always says, no, you can't do that. You can't go there. You can't play your favorite sport. You better sit this one out. It's no way to live. If pain is affecting you, see how Relief Factor can help you get back to living life again on your terms, one where you say yes a whole lot more. Head over to ReliefFactor.com or give them a call at 800-4-RELIEF. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by a team of doctors and scientists, Relief Factor's unique formula of natural ingredients doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or eliminate it for good. Whether it's your back, neck, your joints, your muscles, Relief Factor can help you, as it has for so many others. Give Relief Factor's 3-week program a try. It's only $19.95, a low-cost way for you to sort of take it out for a test drive.
Yeah, mine's pretty good, pretty bad. Even though I think I did all right. I know 1 week's gonna be bad because I got a lot of players got the same bye week.
So more of everything you want.
My fault because a lot of the players are the same team, but.
Hormone therapy for menopausal women has been shrouded in confusion for years. Research testing one type was stopped earlier, more than 2 decades ago, because of concerns about increased risk of breast cancer and blood clots. Concerns linger
I'm
even
at
through
I'm
later
on Rebel
studies
Studio
show
though.
that the benefits of today's hormone therapies outweigh the risks for many women. This summer, an FDA expert panel stressed the
Walgreens. I got to get 3 things in here.
and suggested
one of them I think is going to be hard to find.
At least some versions. Doctors are now trying to help people sort through the mixed messages and figure out what's best for them. Berrien Baptist Church in Brooklyn marked its 175th anniversary on August 10th with the debut of The Audacity of Faith, Freedom from Freedom to, the first installment in a 6-part short documentary series tracing its history from its founding in 1850 to the present day.
Right.
Breaking news
Be right back.
analysis at townhall.com.
We the turn around here.
The United States.
This week in American history.
In 1920, the 19th Amendment is ratified, securing women's right to vote.
And in 1896, gold is discovered in the Klondike, sparking a massive rush that helped shape the American West.
Counting down to America. 250.
Only on Sirius XM Patriot Channel 125.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt.
These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-947-7722. That's 800-947-7722. Again, 800-947-7722.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
The best of Sean Hannity is on now.
Now we're coming to your city. Gonna lay our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang and you're getting there, come along.
And it is a big day. I think either way it's a big day. But if we get this solved, it's a really big day because we're going to save a lot of lives.
Do you then decide, okay, we're going to use mustard gas on civilians? What Trump ordered Abbott to do in Texas is mustard gas on our democracy. And the perception of the Biden presidency was it's just a weak and ineffective presidency. But the fact of the matter is, his legacy is Donald Trump came back.
Freedom is back in style. Welcome to the revolution.
Yeah, we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song.
Sean Hannity, new Sean Hannity Show. More behind-the-scenes information on breaking news and more bold, inspired solutions for America. Coming up next, our final news roundup and information overload hour.
All right, news roundup and information overload hour. Here's our toll-free telephone number if you want to be a part of the program. By the way, Kash Patel, FBI director, saying 25 illegal immigrants with criminal backgrounds were arrested Tuesday night in our nation's capital. And he said today that his agency will continue to pour resources into combating crime in Washington, D.C., until every community is safe. He posted on X, 550 people have been arrested in D.C. since Donald Trump moved to federalize the Metropolitan Police Department. Of those arrests, 66 were on Tuesday. Patel also said the FBI was involved in 41 of the arrests on Tuesday night with 8 drug seizures, 6 illegal firearms that were recovered. And he said the men and women in the FBI, working side by side with local law enforcement partners, have taken hundreds of dangerous criminals off the streets of D.C. and proof of what happens when good cops are empowered to do their jobs right away. Oh, they're not going to stop. And the fact that Democrats want that to happen is inexplicable to me. I played this earlier. I'll play it again. It's appropriate. Robert Garcia, congressman from California, shocker, would rather shut down the government than let Donald Trump fix Washington, D.C. Now, keep in mind as you listen to this, that if you look at the homicide rate for capital cities around the world, by far, America's capital city, Washington, D.C., is number one in terms of the homicide rate, and that is 41 per 100,000 people. Crime, homelessness, lifestyle issues, quality of life.
There's a bee buzzing me.
And since President Trump has gotten involved, I gave you the statistics yesterday. I won't repeat them. Every crime category is down dramatically because of getting away from this idiotic defund, dismantle, no bail law, and and sanctuary city status mentality of the left. But listen to this congressman.
But do you think that your colleagues in the Senate Democrats, should refuse to fund the government? That deadline is coming up at the end of September. Should they refuse to
vote on these spending bills.
She just sent me a screenshot of your chat there, Dirty.
Reverse deploying troops in the streets of DC.
Yes. I mean, first, that should be on the table. I don't think we should be ruling that out. I think that Democrats in the Senate, the House, I mean, all of us should be united in using everything that we can do and all of our power to stop what Trump is doing right now, not just in DC, but across the country. So, absolutely, that should be on the table.
Now, DC officials, thanks to our friends at the Washington Free Beacon, law enforcement officials in DC's Democratic-controlled city government are now facing allegations that they actually covered up multiple murders in a bid to make their city's staggering crime numbers look better. Now, remember, we have the distinction. Every country in the world, we have the #1 homicide rate of any capital city around the world. By the way, even Baghdad isn't as bad, and Mexico City isn't as bad. I can go through all the different countries, and 41 per 100,000, and that's with doctored numbers, and this massive manipulation of numbers. Anyway, what we're discovering is a lawsuit filed by a veteran DC cop is citing 4 examples of obvious homicides that were classified as accidental or cause undetermined. Now, I want to read to you, and we'll be joined in a minute by Anna Iratelli, and she's the Washington Examiner Homeland Security reporter. She does a great job. I want to read an article that she wrote. I'm going to read part of it. 5 years ago, I was violently attacked and sexually assaulted in broad daylight in Washington, D.C. by a homeless man. He served time in federal prison for what he did to me, but if you look for evidence of the attack that happened in the city's crime statistics, you will not find it. The truth of what happened to me and the D.C. government's role in it, as much as a public scandal as it is a personal trauma. D.C. police covered up this unspeakable wrong that this stranger did to me. Even though a judge sentenced my attacker a hard time in prison, D.C. police leadership would rather deceive the public and appear less dangerous than list mine and countless other sexual assaults on their website. Anna Iratelli joins us now. First of all, I'm very sorry about what you have gone through. You do a great job at the Examiner, and we appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you so much for amplifying my story.
It's interesting because the New York Post today, I couldn't believe my eyes when I read this story about this guy, William Hathaway, took a woman to a Soho house in New York City, in the West Village, where he was convicted of rape, according to a Manhattan jury. They found him guilty of rape, but even though the prosecution asked for
there's a
prison, the judge
limo to the GAF.
Sex offender treatment. I mean, for those people that have never been a victim of this kind of violent crime, I mean, I imagine it's the type of trauma that will stay with you for the rest of your life. I can't imagine the horror that you lived through.
It is. And it's taken years of recovery.
So I've been stuck on this side of the river for a while now.
Time to speak out now. And, I am a crime reporter. I've been to the border over 60 times. I work with the federal law enforcement every day. And I had no idea how covered up crime is in DC until I became a victim and said I have to speak out because no one is doing anything until now. And you're right. It's an incredibly personal thing, and I don't hold it against other victims for not speaking out. But I think if the Trump administration really wants to fix this problem, they need to know how deep it is. And we don't even have accurate crime stats at this point to know how bad it is.
Let's go into your case. I mean, to the extent you're comfortable, I don't want you to have to revisit the entire
Is this the road? No, this is the road up here.
Just to paint the picture for this audience, what did you go through? What happened? What time of day was it? And then the impact it had on your life.
Oh,
and the fact
this is
that
my buddy Joe used to live in these apartments.
Police and prosecutors, whoever's involved in this, are covering up the fact that your crime even ever took place.
Yeah, it was a Saturday in April 2020, Saturday morning, 9:30. I lived right outside Union Station, a few blocks from the U.S. Capitol. And I had a package I was going to mail to the post office on the other side of Union Station. And I was walking down the street, people were out, and a stranger, a large man, came at me and lunged at me. And in the process of trying to take me down, he sexually assaulted me.
I was screaming for help. He was screaming on top of me. It was very, you don't know what's going on. Very chaotic. And someone did come initially run over, and others came and helped me. He got away that day, but police got DNA from my clothing.
German American Festival.
You hand them the order. They added the following instructions. Hand it to me.
They arrested him a month later. The judge ordered him released the following day. And in the nearly 2 years it took us to go to trial, he was arrested 5 more times, including for having a study in public, and was released from jail all 5 times the following day after his arrest. And so,
you're describing madness. I've got to imagine that has got to be infuriating for you.
it was infuriating, and after that type of time, you're not in your right mind. COVID in DC was nuts because we were all locked in by myself on the 6th floor of a building. I saw no one every day, and trying to overcome that, and then understand at the same time that your city is gaslighting you. It's not a big deal. We're gonna try in by the feds. It's a big deal, but it's also not a big deal. And at the end of the day, saying I can't, rely on the city to have my back. I felt physically safe, but I felt
Made $3.50 on that and 0 tip.
my career is
Fucking, I'm getting out of the hood.
There's no other place to do that. And so I left with nowhere to go because I didn't feel like I had a choice.
All right, quick break. We'll come right back. More with Anna Giratelli. She is the Washington Examiner Homeland Security reporter, a victim of a sexual assault herself. And, of course, they're not keeping track of it. And D.C. is now
Look at that. They left their fucking door open.
Allegations that they're covering up major crimes to lower their crime statistics. We'll continue with Anna on the other side, and then we'll get to your calls, 800-941-SEAN, as we continue. Listen, so many Americans find themselves, especially after 4 years of Biden and Harris and their horrible economy and the high prices, Americans, we're going to need
Let me get out of the hood.
fully recover. All the
This is
signs
fucking
are there.
ridiculous.
The building blocks for a financial boom are in place, but that does take time. Call now.
You'd think Oregon would be halfway decent, but this is fucking bunch of kiddo motherfuckers.
AmericanFinancing.net/Hannity.
NMLS 2334, NMLS ConsumerAccess.org.
Making America first, safe and great again. This is the Sean Hannity Show.
I might lose connection going underneath this thing. Happens all the time when I'm streaming.
Summer 2025 is not over yet. Keep the fun alive on Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys channel. Sun-soaked songs and the stories behind them.
There was this whole thing going on in Southern California. Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys channel.
Now for a limited time. Channel 79 and on the Sirius XM app.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, and no, this isn't a timeshare cancellation ad. I'm here to help you break free from your overpriced mobile carrier with Red Pocket Mobile. Did you know the average American wireless bill is $103 a month? At Red Pocket, plans start at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data with absolutely no games and no price.
While we're over here, let's listen to the
But
cops.
it gets even better. Red Pocket gives you your choice of all 3 major mobile networks for the very best 5G coverage anywhere you are. And you get to keep your phone and number. At Red Pocket Mobile.
If you want to change that location to the toll lab, take a bigger.
We'll change your location to the tow lab, Baker.
Turn off.
Copy. 421, sorry for a missing person report, 440 3rd Street. Michael is reporting 14-year-old juvenile as a runaway. His name's Kaden Rocker, biracial male, 5'8", 160 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a white shirt and black sweats, red and white and black Jordans. He left on foot towards Euclid almost an hour ago. 440 3rd Street, 421.
Go check that out. We're right by that.
311 George.
We're paused.
George. Frank.
Oh, wait. Euclid's over here, though. Oh, no, right here. Yeah. Yeah, we're right by that call.
Start for a menace. 121 Roseland Parkway, Carson Place. People caller Tia Lincoln versus her ex-boyfriend Quinnell. He's threatening the caller over the phone to come to her house. She does have a restraining order. Suspect's gonna be a blackmail. Known to carry a gun. 121 Roseland Place. 311.
Traffic, Sherman and Chestnut.
Sherman, Chestnut.
Ohio plate, Henry Charles Queen, 8917. It's a white Toyota Corolla, 95 times on.
Henry Charles Queen, 8917, white Toyota Corolla.
On scene.
Copy. San Francisco PD, 2234 Collingwood. See your MDT for details. 2234 Collingwood. 211.
And Nathan, thanks for subscribing. guy's calling somebody out in front of this house here. Parked the wrong way on the street.
C21 Server, Tech Safety 1873 North Ontario. Oh, stand by. 221, disregard.
Much that working? Yeah.
955, Technical Safety.
How did I beat the fucking cops so fast here? They have a 2-minute delay on the scanner. Did they already come and clear it?
417 Utah. 45 with him.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just proceed to get across the river. Oh, I'm going the wrong way in a one-way. Whoops.
There. 955, can you repeat?
Yes, ma'am. Is there a Joe K9 that can respond to my location?
Joey K9's monitoring central, I can assist 955.
95, I can.
95 will show you going Sherman and Chestnut.
Sherman and Chestnut. Sherman and Chestnut Street, Toledo, Ohio. Sherman Street, Toledo, Ohio. Where's Chestnut?
410, checking your safety. Reporting check safety 1873 North Ontario, time is 1828.
It's not gonna let me fucking on the street.
This is you guys. Well, we've got a call from Francisco. Have you got Kansas on? Yes. Got it.
Let's see if it stays connected down here. This is usually a black hole. If it disconnects, I'm probably going to end the stream for a minute. I'll fire it back up. Metro Parks, Toledo. Oh, this is part of the Metro Parks now? Volleyball courts there. They're pretty fucking full.
Okay.
Bay looks closed. Check over here. A new area. Fucking Metro Park Gestapo are all over the place here. What's this? No alcohol or intoxicants. I like a little fishing area here. Okay. Bunch of people fishing along here. Got music playing. All right then. Doing a bunch of stuff in the waterfront or riverfront here, Riverwalk area. I wonder how much money they're spending on all that shit. Metro Parks spending all that. Interesting. All right, guys. I'm going to take a break. Wait, maybe not.
6761 Circle 3 South, 563 Pinewood Avenue, the Olsen Church. Plans coming from inside the building. We're showing 9 rounds fired. 563 Pinewood Avenue. 611.
563 Pinewood Avenue, Toledo, Ohio. There is no fucking Pinewood. Oh, there is. All right, let's go check it out.
One time 113, for check safety, 44-5 East Alexis Road, Quality Inn. It's going to be room 201. Isaiah is calling to say his 21-year-old sister, Jordan Adams, has been missing. She was not reported missing, and her location is staying here. Bob said she was in room 201, but she won't open the door. Her vehicle is outside. She's known to be suicidal. 445 East Alexis, room 201, 110.
Let's say, okay, Primrose and Alexis.
113.
700 Central. 123. I can take that for one of those crews. Right by that.
Okay, 113. You can add 113.
Okay.
give it to David. Thank you.
They're out medical around here this morning.
We had a few CMI. Yes, we had a call come in for an ill person for a 21-year-old. This is a lobby.
They transporter.
Okay. They did transport. There's open.
Going to the gunshots now.
Red Fox and Brooklyn Way. Frank Queen, 4825 on a gold Equinox, occupied twice on the left.
King Frank Queen 4825 on a gold Equinox. How's that?
Another one coming behind me. Heading to this same call. Oh, it's behind this store. Stay back a little bit because this guy's hiding over here.
Towards Arrow broadcast only, Schwartz and Hoffman. Anonymous callers reporting a group of 15 mini bikes driving reckless on Hoffman. Schwartz and Hoffman, time is 1845.
123, cancel other group.
110, you can add a 110.
110, I just.
310 Baker.
Baker.
420 Adam 11 by Warren.
Adam 11 by Warren.
Back up a little bit. I'm in a no parking zone.
Yes, 647 dispatch.
Yeah, 647, go ahead.
I'll be at International Park under the high level for assist and assist.
International Park under the high level for an assist citizen. Do you want another crew?
There you go, I'll be out there.
No parking anytime on this side of the street. Look. Well, they're dropping shell casings. But whoever was here is gone. All right, we're going to call it. Oh, that's gross. All right, I'm in the stream. Later, guys. Probably come back on later.